Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of MNW Firing Line. I am your host, Joe Mojo, writing solo for tonight, but hey, that doesn't mean that we can't have a little bit of fun here. So, this has been a big week for wrestling as a whole. Multiple people getting released out of their contracts. There are a few injuries. I mean, we here in MNW do hope that they that they make a speedy recovery and get right back on into it. Especially one in particular, I've heard a whole lot of. I haven't really got to see him perform as much. But you know what? That is other people's business. We are here to talk Multiverse Nexus Wrestling, and we are going to go ahead and get started with our Warzone portion of the evening. And you guys, the C101 is just now hitting its halfway point, as well as, everything that's going on with Uncle Dunk and Defunk. Blood Money and Cloud9 are kind of coming to a head. Well, not really coming to a head. I apologize on that one. No, they are just getting started, and it's getting interesting to say the least. But hey, let's not linger on that too often. Let us get into our opening contest. We have a C101 match with the Janitor going up against the Dagger, the Warp Gate Hardcore Champion, Daggerick. And looking at the stands as I go over to my cheat sheet here, there it is. Yeah, going into my cheat sheet, Janitor is currently sitting at 2 points, whereas Daggerick sitting pretty well at 4. A win against the Janitor here will put Daggerick up into second place, tied with Zaco Duo and Majak. But a win for the Janitor will tie him for third with Lady Boots, Daverman, and Jack Abbott, as well as Daggerick. And kind of opening it. Of course, opening slugfest from Daggerick and the Janitor, though. That's a little leg drop
Janitor,
there.
Less brutal, but he's much more technically sound.
Yeah.
Of course, he
Excuse
is
me.
the
I had
ultimate
a
master
drink of water
of the
here.
DDT.
That was a whole lot to talk. Anyway, nice little closeout from the Janitor there. I'm kind of curious that a few weeks ago we had the storytellers talk about how he used something or all he said was "you're welcome" after the Janitor was announced into the C101. And my main question is, what is that? Like, what's going on with that? Because this is, especially with the warning that the Janitor gave to storytellers about any possible plans.
C101 matches,
and of course, you have the Daggerick here, your Warpgate Hardcore Champion, having a few matchups, having a few people kind of stake their claim as the number one contenders. Or would-be number one contenders from for his title, especially after the C101 wraps up here in a few weeks. God, we're already halfway through the Block A, and it feels like it just started. There's still just about everybody outside of Aiden Zero can still hypothetically win. Aiden Zero is in a precarious situation at this current moment, sitting at 0 points. Aiden 0 points. They say. That was a very poor joke, and I will apologize profusely on that one. But we are.
Now the question is
going to be, later on in the night, if Aiden Zero has the main event going up against Majak, whereas Ginger Boy is facing Daverman. So Daverman has to win, as well as Aiden Zero, for Aiden to still mathematically be in this tournament. Not everybody wants to end the thing with 0 points, but at some point, playing spoiler is... Jeez, look at that DDT, though. At some point, playing spoiler is just going to have to be your role in the entire thing. It's not a bad role to have. You can actually have more fun. You can kind of cut loose. Waste the people's time. You can kind of get into their heads a little bit as well.
Ginger Boy won his match last week.
We got Janitor setting up picking up Daggerick. As Daggeric's kind of getting out of his daze, wasn't trying to go for a count-out victory.
DDT.
Nice reverse DDT though.
That reverse DDT.
The Janitor being a not only a technical based wrestler, but probably one of the better brawlers that we have on Warzone. And you can't really get into a he's doing a little Dwarven War Dance.
He's heating up.
Nice little neck breaker right there.
Dwarven War Dance.
But
Absolutely. I think
what was my train of thought?
as if he wasn't already before, but still.
But yeah, you can't really talk about the best brawler of MNW without adding Daggerick to that discussion. This man has his reign so far as the Warpgate Hardcore Champion has proven to be one of the more brutal Dwarven Driver, one of the more brutal and yet violently creative runs that we have seen. Like, you had Aussie Turan when he held the belt. He was tapping people out left and right, blood drenched in not only his own, but other people's blood too. You got Cat, who just kept throwing people. Gorm. Oh God, what can I say about Gorm that hasn't been said already, except for just look at the man and go and think to yourself, oh no, that makes sense. He's a former hardcore champion. So yeah, I mean, Daggerick is definitely up there in my mind at the very least, in my unbiased opinion, as one of the better hardcore runs that we've seen.
Getting up to the 7 count before
throwing the Janitor right back into the ring.
Again, this is not a show.
Like, especially like with freaking Daggerick's penchant for pile driving and diving onto people onto tables. The man has a death wish, and I'm not. Oh God, DDT busting the Dagger open.
What's that? He's busted open.
Again, the DDT.
Like, I do not want to get into a bar brawl with either of these guys. Oh, here we go, trash talk.
He's got trash talk on him.
Is this going to be the thing that taps him out? It is not. The Dagger stays strong. Cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out of 2. It has been proven time and time again. Daggerick is no slouch. You need to absolutely come at him with the intent to kill. That is how you put the Dagger down. And it shows here time and time again, even in this tournament. Daggerick, I mean, we're at round 5 at this point. Daggerick only has 4 points, but he still has made them work for it. Oh, going to the top rope. Oh, God, that's fucking Meteora. Not Meteora. He literally just sat on him. He just sat on the Janitor. Yeah, that is 200 some odd pounds of dwarf coming at you.
I don't know. No, that was like a reverse
power
bomb.
Like, take one of, like, have any normal individual take one of those and then talk about how all of this is not, if this isn't a sport.
He's getting as we approach the halfway.
I'm gonna stop that line of conversation just because
showing he is not gonna
looks like he's tying up the Dagger or sheathing him up, so to speak.
Slamming him.
Just kicking him right into the mat.
Remember, we talk about the brutality of Daggerick, but the Janitor.
Oh God, just applying all of his weight into the abdomen of Daggerick. God, I would love to see the Janitor actually fucking busting him into the freaking mat, opening that wound up a little more. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, look at the freaking mask of blood that Daggerick currently has. He currently has right now. It's vibrant. Yeah, it is.
Says my hand works just fine.
Back up. Ooh, nice little Falcon arrow there. Nice little boxing punches too. Oh, and now the Janitor's busted open too. Blow for blow. These two are not giving anybody an inch.
I guess you'd say a dancer, but here we go.
Lifting him up. Dwarven Driver.
There it is again.
There it is, the Dwarven Driver.
Now, is this going to be what puts the Janitor down? 2. Kicking right out at 2. He needs to do the non-suplex variety of that particular move.
He's just gonna brutalize
But
him.
no, he's going high risk,
Dagrick's going
high
up top
reward.
again.
Dagrick, a very,
Are
I
we
mean,
gonna see another-
unknown
we're gonna
high
see a Dwarven
flyer.
Buster?
Like, it surprises everybody every time he pulls out one of these.
No, we're gonna see
No.
the janitor swat him out of the sky.
But janitor saw that coming a mile away. He was not underestimating his opponent, especially because we are under 10 minutes. It can go into a draw at,
and the
like,
janitor going, nope, I don't.
he's
think
got 7
so."
minutes to get this into a draw. The janitor needs to maintain his point value right now.
And hey, the janitor is
God, and, like,
determined to not.
At least
see
on the,
his
I mean, I'll get
C1
into the
journey
flashbang side
in
of
the
things.
air.
This tournament, this whole tournament has really showcased like this,
Elevated
the-
cover, nope.
like all the strings of each competitor, outside of Aiden's strings of bad luck with the past 4
That might have
rounds.
been a mistake
We
on
do
the
hope that, I
janitor's
mean,
part.
personally speaking, I hope he does
Now he's working
better
on that
in
hand
this one.
again.
But we'll get to that in the in due course. We have a whole lot more show to talk about and go through.
Elevated cover, more effective
Kick it,
on trying to
tying up his
stop your
legs,
opponent from
driving
going
him
for the
back
upper
into the
body,
mat,
but it looked like
making
Dagrick
that
had
wound
plenty of
open
power
just
left
a
in the
bit
legs.
more, hoping to daze the dagger.
Oh,
God,
and
stomping on
into the
his
mat.
freaking thigh too. Ugh.
I mean, every little bit helps.
Looks like
Now,
Dagger's picking
coming
him up.
Oh, just getting
Big
smacked
right
in the
hand.
gob.
Whipping him into the ropes, sending him
Back
straight to the
again.
outside.
This is a bad
Dagger
thing
a
for the
bit more
janitor.
comfortable on the outside.
He
I
needs
actually
to
would
keep
kind
this
of put
in
him
frame.
in the same not at the same vein as
But
like say
Dagger-
Cat or
surprisingly,
Burden or
Dagger
anything,
puts it
but
back in the
Dagger is
ring.
becoming more and more comfortable brawling on the
Going
outside,
for the pin, one.
probably trying to like
The
make it
battle
his
striking and
domain.
holds.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for that. Oh god,
This
look
has
at
been a
Dagger's
very
chest. It
back
is
and forth
freaking
match, Michael.
drenched. I can't tell if that's his blood, the janitor's
Either
blood.
opponent giving
All I
him
know is he looks like a man going to war right now,
Dagger stretching him
breaking
over the knee with that
breaking him all over his
backbreaker.
knee, and then a nice little neck breaker there.
Now he's
Cutter.
just pounding the drums
God,
of war.
I feel like
getting ready as
Dagrick
we
is one
come-
dwarven
coming
driver, a
into the
proper dwarven
last 5
driver
minutes
away from
on the timer.
absolutely
Gaps
just
in there.
beating the janitor. As well as like janitor is one glorious DDT and trash talk away. Like that's how freaking tough this match was.
Squeeze all the air out of his
No, not
lungs.
tough as that's how tough these competitors were and how like back and forth this match was. This was hard to cut because there were so many cool moments. I recommend. Oh god, that Dominator.
And there
One,
is it.
two,
Oh,
kicking right out of
no.
2.
He kicked out again.
Got
Now
janitor
they're
not
just
saying
trading blows
die.
and flips.
Another
Simply
dwarven
sat
war
out
dance,
almost some
bouncing
sort
off the
of a
rope. Bam.
Oh. And that's a neck breaker Aiden Zero would be jealous of.
God,
absolutely
if
springboard
you
neck
can't get your
breaker
neck,
down with
if
the
they
stomp.
can't bring their neck down to
Less
you,
than 5 minutes
you may.
on the clock.
If they
Honestly,
can't bring their
even
neck down to you,
brawl
you may as well
would
bring it down to
benefit
them.
but
Bring it up to
they
them.
want the
I
two. They
botched
want
this,
full
that
points for
saying
this match.
horribly,
Yeah,
but
want
you
the
know
full
what?
points for that.
We're here to learn.
And again, over the top rope with 4
Mostly
minutes
about how brutal
remaining.
Dagrick is and how cunning the janitor can be.
To the outside, let's see if he's going to try and do some final lasting damage on the janitor.
Oh no!
Oh.
Off the ring apron.
my god!
Oh,
And just
I
utter
don't know how much more of this
brutality
punishment the
from
janitor
both
will
of these
take,
men.
and now just
More boxing
punching
rights,
him.
and then more boxing lefts, and then that big right hook.
The positioning of
I swear,
that
if
was what
Dagrick
made
doesn't
it
find much
brutal,
luck in the
dropping
like
the janitor's
somewhere
face
down the line,
onto our,
doesn't really find much
ringside
luck with
Minitron
the
there.
professional wrestling.
Oh, but
He
getting
could go to
reversed and
boxing.
thrown back
I
to
could
the
see that
ring
happen.
By the janitor, now what's going to happen? And again, breath of breaking.
God,
my
busting
God,
him over his
Gutbuster.
knee.
Oh, the janitor is not done.
God, I'm not gonna lie, that would
He
lay
worked
me
on
out for
the
like a
other
week.
hand of the
I would be
Dwarven Prince.
aching for a month. Like I'd be in bed for a week and then it's like still feeling it for a month, and then if I every time I cough, ugh.
Oh, working him over.
Then again, I mean,
Wonderful
y'all listen to
Iron
this.
Man match between,
That's my stomach. That is not.
Wilson and Juan, you know,
I
before
don't.
the changes
I
took place.
am mostly
I
flat and
was thinking
fat,
of another Iron Man match
and
between Dagrick and
still
XR
busting him into the mat there. So yeah, you
Well,
would.
I
Trash
had
talk.
a little
Trash talk.
at the time, but we won't
Under
talk about
3
that.
minutes
Trash
left.
talk locked in.
Trash trash talk on the Dagger with
And
less than
Dagger
3 minutes
still does
coming up
not
to
say
2-minute warning.
die.
Dwarf seems to
Hey,
be
going for
secure
that
at this
pin.
For a
point.
pin.
It's
One,
gonna work.
2,
Oh
3.
my God, the janitor did
Ladies
it!
and gentlemen, your winner,
And
the
your
janitor.
winner,
So he goes up, he gets bumped up
janitor.
to a tie
Can't underestimate
of third
that
place
trash
between Lady
talk.
Boots,
The
Daverman,
grip of the janitor
Daggerick,
too much,
and
too
Jack
jarring
Abbott.
He was
for the
just-
Dwarven
And
Prince.
I'm not gonna lie, everybody, I would love to see the janitor win this, like I mentioned before, mostly because the janitor has reached the highest of highs and has won the world title. And I mean, he's given so much, and yet, I mean, just the random circumstances between what happened with the Empire and the Republic. That, I mean, sending Ungly, I guess that would be mostly just to show Ungly Dunk I still got it. But seriously though, I would love to see the janitor go on to challenge Zako or even Victor Vicious. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, there's so many possibilities with this tournament. It's just, I could talk about this forever. But we have a lot more show to go through other than just that first match. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we come to a little in-ring segment with the private detective of the multiverse, Papusa Monkey, P.I.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me, for those of you who might be know, my name is Papusa Monkey. Yeah, Monkey's my last name. I got all the jokes. And I am a private investigator here in the multiverse. And currently I am investigating the case of Maximilian Thunderthighs and what's going on with him and VIP. So here's the interesting thing. Thanks to some work by Zakoduo and my silent partner in this investigation, who I will reveal eventually, we got some discovery here. We found a check. There was a mysterious check that was written by VIP to Maximilian Thunderthighs before that controversial match. But here's the interesting thing. It is first thing you learn in PI school. When you're investigating, follow the money. And I followed the money, and I looked at the transactions, got some court orders and some looking at finances. VIP wrote this check, but Maximilian Thunderthighs never cashed it. If Max didn't cash the money, then I ask, what is actually going on here? It seems to me that there is more than meets the eye. So my partner, who is very good at getting into details that people want to keep hidden, he is searching it out as we dig in, and I'm going to be doing some more field investigation in the meantime. Because believe me, between the two of us, there is no secret we cannot find. So, Max, I'm telling you, you can come clean now, because you either tell me what's really going on, or I'll find it out myself. But I'm going to say this just once, Max. I know we can't easily see your eyes in that mask, but blink twice if you need help.
Papusa P.I. telling everyone that he is getting to the bottom of this Maximilian Thunderthighs mystery, especially with his silent partner. Personally speaking, I'm kind of curious who that is. Granted, I know that individual probably doesn't want to have their identity be revealed just yet, especially with how closely related that this case is to VIP. VIP could easily snuff not only Papusa but his partner out as well. Follow the money though. Is it like and I'm probably missing something on my notes because, I mean, I have so much I gotta do in the week. But was the thing that Zako found a check? Was that a check from VIP to Maximilian Thunderthighs? God, I'm not gonna lie to you, it does make the journalist in me curious, and I mean I too would like to get to the bottom of this, but I have other duties that I need to attend to every day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna we're gonna put a pin in that one, and then progress into our next segment, a MNW patented match type. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a get off the schneid match. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, a get off the schneid match is a match where you have multiple individuals that are kind of in the losing column, so to speak. Like they either have not gotten a win yet, or they have gotten a string of losses that are so notable that the brass are like, let's get these people a win. So, starting off, we have Nakano Kirishima representing Blood Money, Glycerius, we have Fear Strikes, as well as Carnival representing the Conquest Bloodline. Glycerius and Nakano squaring off in the ring. Glycerius, for those who do not know, the master of Street Lucha. And for those who don't know what Street Lucha is, well, I look it up because it's tough to explain. As well as and then we have Fear Strikes taking it to Carnival on the outside. Carnival, the one in the yellow chaps, wearing his original attire. I'm going with their just to be safe. Their original attire before joining up with the Conquest Bloodline. And I'm not going to lie, I prefer the coat. It hides the rest of him. I'm going to stop there because it's going to get into unbiased territory because of other things, and I'm not going to get into that. So here we have Glycerius and Nakano back in the ring. Whoa. Now we have Glycerius out of the ring. That's right. Nakano, though, putting himself into a very prime position, teaming up with Uncle Duncan. Oh, God. Didn't get all of that on that freaking leg lariat. Oh, man, he looked like he recovered well, but that was nasty. And we've seen stuff like that go very, very wrong quick. And then we have the Delinquents going up against Carnival. And Glycerius and Fear Strikes going back at it. See, I haven't remembered the last time that these two actually have fought each other. It's either I don't think they've ever fought each other, or they have. It's been like a hot minute, at the very least since before Aldini took over. And everything is kind of hard to remember from those days. I mean, a lot has happened. And here we go, same dance partner switching back up, and then we have an Anaconda Vice-like maneuver onto Nakano. Nakano rolling right on out of that. A little assisted powerbomb onto Fear Strikes from Carnival, the Muppet Man, the half Muppet, half person. And then, nice little kick to Glycerius' abdomen there. Oh, ref's down. And a Bronco Buster. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot I missed from the 90s. That move is not one of them. Oh, God, dropping Fear Strikes onto Glycerius. God, that's like 280 plus. Swift strike right onto Glycerius, going for that cover. 1, 2, 3. Glycerius has been eliminated. And that's elimination number 1 for Nakano. Still looking pretty good. Even if he doesn't win, he still has an elimination. Not a lot of people can say that about these elimination style multi-min matches. Okay, Carnival, that's uncalled for. You don't have to do a pin like that. No. We're lucky HR is lenient when it comes to in-ring stuff. And here we go. Fear Strikes laying at the feet of Nakano, who's turned around in the turnbuckle. Carnival taking advantage of a brief distraction. Ooh, dropping him onto the knee. Groin first and again. And again. Oh, that inverted atomic drop. Nagano trying to pick up the pieces where Carnival left off. And it's a bit of a brawl right here. Yeah, everyone's throwing wild freaking haymakers towards the other. It was nice. Not gonna lie, it's like this kind of all-out chaos is that I actually kind of look forward to when it comes to triple threats or the final 3. Ooh, look at that stunner, though, from Nakano.
Great stunner by Nakano Kirishima going for the pin.
Going for that pin.
And then
Oh. And Fear Strikes broke it.
Fear Strikes.
Looks like Fear Strikes wanted to go for the pin. 2, kicking right out of 2. I'm not gonna lie, that freaking stunner could have put away Carnival if, oh god! That leg strike straight to Fear Strikes. Kicking right out at 2, though.
Move by Nakano.
Oh god, nice little combination. Ugly Dunk has taught this man well so far. It's his influence has honestly shown the opportunistic person mindset that Nakano has shown in this match, as well as a lot of brutal looking strikes. We all revere Unkley for his technical aspects, but that man can frickin' throw hands. Oh, nice little suplex though onto Fear Strikes.
And here he goes again with the pin.
1, 2, kicking right out of 2.
I want to remind everyone, none of
And then we got Carnival looking to square up against the Young Lion. And a little suplex of his own. Their own. Yeah, excuse me. Much like with what Chat's saying, yeah, Butler probably had an influence when it comes to like the suplex aspect, like that, at the very least the strength aspect of that. And then here we go, fall into fear onto Carnival. That elevated Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, 3. Carnival is eliminated, and your final 2, ladies and gentlemen, are Fear Strikes, the Terror Angel, and the Delinquent, Nakano Kirishima. Fear Strikes, former Big Oof, yeah, I think he's just former Big Oof champion, former Nexus Titan champion. It's kind of shocking to see him on the losing end of a lot of matches lately. I mean, hopefully this match will bump him up into at least the win column and carrying some momentum. Oh, but Nagano hanging him out to dry. I swear, freaking Fear Strikes has been aimless since the Faces of Fear disbanded, or at the very least, 2 of their members. No, actually, no, he's been kind of aimless since the Faces of Fear disbanded, mostly because like he has like really no one from that faction is kind of hanging around anymore outside of Grim and Grizzly. And yeah, less we say about Grim, the better. Oh God, backstabber! My God. God, I always wince when it comes to backstabbers because you're driving your knees into somebody's spine. Those 2 things are not meant to meet. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and got off the schneid, representing Blood Money, Nakano Kirishima. This has to be the biggest win for the Young Lion here. With who he has aligned himself with, I'm not surprised that this is leading to, at the very least, some form of success. If he can carry this momentum forward, who knows? Maybe he can go ahead and challenge. I mean, I'm not gonna say personally speaking, I'm not gonna say he's in line for a title just yet. He's only had the 1 win. But if he continues this, if he continues these winning ways, oh, we could probably see Nagano as like a Nexus Titan champion or a Big Oof sometime soon. That would be fantastic, but Lord knows that's going to be some tough competition because the Big Oof champion, Raphael Sampson, is a monster of a man with a heavenly voice. And the Nexus Titan champion, Lady Boots, like, what else can I say about the main event mistress? It is nutty. But speaking of champions, we are going to go right back into the C101, where we have the Scorpion Jack Abbott representing Shoot Nation going up against the Madness representing the Mad World. Both of these men are tag team champions. Jack
The
Abbott
Madness
representing
is
the
also
Unified
somebody
Tag
sitting
Team,
at 2
one half
points,
of the Unified Tag Team
much as the
champions
Janitor was.
of
He
Warzone,
also
and
really
the
needs
Madness
this win,
representing the
or
World Tag Team
needs to
champions
have his fingers
of
crossed
Flashbang.
Ginger Boy is gonna lose
And
later
looking
today.
at the standings
To stay
here,
mathematically
Jack Abbott
viable.
is currently sitting with 4 points, tied with the Janitor.
Keeps his streak. He's
Daverman,
taking
Lady
a lot of
Boots,
people out of
Daggerick,
competition.
and
Yeah.
Madness is
Well,
currently
and you
sitting
saw the
at
Madness-
2
the
points.
Madness has been going,
Currently the
Madness
only
has shown
one
propensity.
in
Actually,
4th
both of these
place.
men have
If
shown a
Madness
love
wins
of
here, then
removing
that means he gets brought
the,
up to
cushions on
3rd.
turnbuckles.
But if Jack
Yeah,
Abbott
and,
wins,
they both
he
paid the
gets
price for it.
tied
Yeah,
with
they
Zacco
both
Duo
like the
and
Brigade,
Mad
but,
Jack.
you know, Jack
And
Abbott stopped that,
Abbott's
and
riding
finally
a
won him the
really
match,
good
put him on
high
the
right
floor.
now because he
So,
is, I mean,
it's almost
he
like if, we
upset
tell you the
Mad
ladies
Jack
first,
last
maybe
week,
don't do
and
it.
that was and that had to be a
Clueless
that
as
that
us.
was a turning point for at the very least his old running mate Ginger Boy,
Right.
currently sitting at first
Meanwhile,
place himself.
The Madness is now sent
And
Jack Abbott
Madness-
outside the ring and is just
he's
laughing at him.
So Madness has definitely got a lot to he's got a lot to fight for in this match.
Anything by saying
He,
home.
not a lot of people want to be in that
Plenty
lower
of
part
ethereal
of the
beings watch
card.
this show, I'm sure of it.
But man, it's going to be a mad scramble to get
know
out of
that there
3rd,
were
though,
specters
if Madness
hanging out
does
in
win
the
this
ring where it
match.
didn't have human audiences.
Well, especially because, like, both of these men have been
the specters
very,
come in
it's been
whenever they
very
can get
common
free
seeing
kill
them
or
remove the
out of the
turnbuckles.
You
Abbott,
know what? We've, speaking of
pretty much
which,
removing
well,
them like
after this
twice every
we'll-
match.
we'll bring
Madness
up,
about
something
3
involving
times a
ghosts.
match.
But meanwhile, Jack
Oh,
Abbott
God.
power bombing the Madness.
Look at that power bomb.
Yeah, that power bomb up on the high shoulders.
Oh,
that's
man.
full
He doesn't even
over.
get to play all,
Yeah,
like,
this
to
is
play
gonna be
too,
rough.
like,
I mean,
the
Jack Abbott
strength
won that
aspect of
match
his
last
character.
week,
He
but
always
was
does,
doing-
he
was hitting
always is
whatever it
going
takes.
into these
He was sunrise.
submissions. Look at that half crab with the arm trap, but Madness gets right out of it.
Well, like that, kicking him in the face. Jack Abbott bringing him to the
And bringing Madness over onto the ropes, and then a swift
counter by the
punch.
Madness.
Strategy of hurt you,
Man, I'm
strike
actually
you down,
gonna
hit
kind
you,
of
and
curious
you can't
who.
move anymore.
Oh, a little little Karate Kid
That was
post
a bit
there.
of a,
I could have sworn I saw Madness go.
the new season of
Whoa!
Cobra Kai did come out.
I
so
was just gonna say, is he a
Which-
Cobra Kai fan? 'Cause
Oh man. Anyway,
that-
so
one.
tied him up
nice
there.
little
just
rope
one
assisted
count,
DD,
Jack
like
Abbott
spinning
across.
It's only
Easily
tornado
taken out
DDT
there.
from the
It's only 5
ropes
minutes in the
there,
match. Oh, knee to the face.
and a swift knee.
And a stump to the back.
Bringing him up and
I'm actually
pushing him
kind of
down.
curious who's
Getting
all
him in
going.
position for
I
that
understand that,
top
like,
line
at least
check
on the
with a little bit
flashbang
of a
side of
small
things, that
back
they're
heel.
also focusing in on the
All right. What are we gonna have next?
Jack
Abbott
Doomsday
in
Trios
control.
tournament. I'm curious who's going to be the next contenders for
Camel
the
clutch.
Mad World's tag titles once this is all said and done. I know the Cartel have made a bidding for
And
themselves,
reverse up,
but
here we go. Into the corner
it's
goes
mostly
Abbott.
just Hutch
Madness
Kale.
too slippery to let that one stand for too
And
long.
then another
And,
Tornado Bulldog.
Oh, no,
then here we
Madness,
go.
We've gone over
Like
this.
we mentioned
That's
earlier,
bad luck.
Madness taking
Swinging
out the
neck
freaking
breaker off the
turnbuckle.
top, but
Jerry
it's
Aldini
a
mentioning
different
that
angle.
the last time that
And
people have been using
Jack
the
kicking him to the corner. This is not going to end well.
turnbuckles,
Going
it has
over
not
Just
ended
hopefully
well
you
for
know that
them.
these
Jack
competitors
Abbott
are
and Madness are
stand-up
both,
individuals, no shenaniganry
well,
to
let's
say.
just say,
Yeah.
affected by said
Bring him in
curse.
the corner. What's he got planned? Oh, that
And
was good.
then, nice
Oh,
little head scissors.
Hurricane
Hurricane Rana.
That was a lot of work for a Hurricane Rana.
And
again,
now
the
he's
turnbuckle.
removing the
Madness,
turnbuckle
this isn't gonna end well
again.
for you. We've seen
This
this.
is absolutely not going to end well.
Now, there's a lot of instances why someone would be
Blows there
doing
just
this.
to come out with
A little bit more
Hurricane
extra
Rana, but that's
damage,
not
having
enough for
steel
Jack
meet
Abbott.
flesh,
Headbutt you.
distracting the
Frog
ref so they can
splash.
try and sneak in something, or
Really sound frog splash.
Ref's going over that turnbuckle
delaying a
again.
pin
Elbow strike.
from the opponent just because the ref
Enziguri.
needs to go fix the
ref trying to
turnbuckle
stay
again.
on top of
Yeah,
it.
and what's got?
Oh, green mist!
Oh my God! he
Ref
got
wasn't looking.
mist!
Green mist
The ref is fixing the turnbuckle.
going in for
didn't
that
see
cover.
it.
He could have beaten Ginger Boy
Now
with
he's
this.
coming- oh,
Could he beat
One,
Jack Abbott?
two,
Two
Ref, look at his
Three.
oh my God!
with the green mist shades of the great Muda. Oh, Madness picks up the victory, blinding Jack Abbott and halting
I mean, I
what
knew it was a
momentum
clutch moment
that
for the
Abbott
Madness,
had going
but-
for him. this was a
Green
major
mist. Oh,
surprise.
Jack Abbott is.
I'm not gonna lie. I popped out of my fucking seat. I popped. Well, it's because, like, that was... Not only did the turnbuckle actually act as a distraction, like a good distraction, but it also helped him use the green mist to a very efficient way to just put away Jack Abbott. Abbott has to be absolutely pissed. But yes, this brings up Madness tied for third place, leaving Aiden Zero tied for fourth. Well, Aiden Zero is now currently in fourth place instead of fifth by the standings here. But unfortunately speaking, as of this match, Aiden Zero still has only 0 points, and we will be seeing what lays with that in the future and the coming segments here. But before that, we unfortunately have a promo that we have to play from Wilson, son of Will. Oh no, just Wilson now. Just Wilson.
Do you like this? Is this what you remember? This? Me with hair? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a wig. It's a wig. Why? Because I want you all to remember the good old days. The funny ha-ha days. You remember that? It was just a joke to you all. The funny guy that Firing Line would mess around with, blurring out my face, admitting my name when I won championships. But those days are over. Because, you know what? You can only kick a dog so many times. But you know what the great thing about going through hell is? It changes you. Now, I sat home for the last 2 weeks without pay because Aldini thought it would be funny to put me up against a video game character. Sat home without pay. That's fine. Because now MNW is gonna pay. Not with money. No. MNW is gonna pay with pain. When the joke gets turned on you. So I hope you're all ready. I hope you've had a nice time. Because the next time you see me, this wig is coming off. And you're gonna see the new Wilson. I'm not work rate. I'm not son of Will. Just Wilson. And Papusa, stay out of my business or I'll make you regret it.
A little bit of a... I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am concerned, to say the least. Because this is Wilson serious. This isn't him being bombastic or being... Well, Wilson. This is him serious. And so far we've only seen him beat the crap out of a Moogle and harass Balvarez. Ryan Balvarez, that's his name. I hate to see what he would do to like a normal competitor. Not gonna lie. The look in his eyes that they just spelled tortured. Who knew that losing all your hair would make you like this? Brad, buddy, chill. Show's just started, man. Anyway, I say just started, but we're almost an hour in. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have our Warzone promo of the week going into our next match. And I'll let the Brad, dude, seriously, time and place. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Warzone promo of the week.
I tried to be civil about this. but it seems like I'm not going to get a fair shakeout.
Yeah, well, that's apparently a thing. Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's what I thought. What the heck? Ugh, come on. Apologies, ladies and gents. I need to... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the one I grabbed. Give me a moment. Yeah, that's the one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your promo of the week.
Come in, Max. Let's talk. To say that I'm upset is a gross understatement. Have you read the tabloids? Checked the news, the rumors of VIP?
No, I haven't heard a thing.
Precisely. There are none. No stories, no matches, not even a word spoken about VIP. VIP was in the main event most of the last 2 months. Not a fan in the arena didn't know who we were. What happened? What's so amusing?
Oh, even for a half a mind guy like me, I can see why VIP is falling short. Let's go down the list, shall we? VIP hasn't held gold in a long time, losing it to a faction that's not even on Warzone. Who do the people blame? VIP.
Max.
The founder of VIP and his signature move is being tossed around in the ring like it's nothing.
Maximilian.
Beef and Sam are so far away from the tag scene, they have to write a postcard to it. Enough! Wilson has gone off the deep end, VIP has become stale and irrelevant, and the only thing people are going to remember about VIP in 2021 is that one time Ozzy Turan lost the world title match to his own teammate's move.
Silence! Not another word out of you, Max, or I'll...
What? You're gonna make me recite another rap? Have me make up more ridiculous lies? Alienate my friends? Take another chair shot from Wilson? Well, go ahead! You've taken everything else! You can't make things worse!
Oh. Can't I? Max, take this. This is your next promo.
This would ruin me. I can't. I won't do it. You can't make me do this.
You will, as you don't have any other choice. You have a week to do it. Come next show, I want to hear those words on a live stage. Now, get out.
So, I kind of want to mirror what Papusa mentioned earlier in the night. Max, if you need help, please reach out. I'm worried about you, bud. Speaking of Maximilian Thunderthighs, we have a message for the Firing Line audience. Actions have consequences. Come Saturday, I face mine. Oh no. Oh no. Let's get into a fun match. Huh? Like a nice little fun, silly match. We have Jif, Istanbul, and Seth Jackson going up against the Toxic Wastelanders. This match spawned on after a little altercation with with Gorreal and Seth. They seemed like they were gonna have a fun time, and then next thing you know, they took a swing at each other. They wanted to get a little bit of a taste, so to speak.
Absolutely not. And there may be injunctions filed. The whole Turkish oil thing might create an
Anyway, but so yeah, like this is a little personal, but this is a little bit more lighthearted than the promo of the week that we just played. I want to give Maximilian Thunderthighs a big hug, but then again, he would probably be ordered to crush me, and I will avoid that. because I don't want to get Max in trouble.
The roster need legal help. He's the person they turn to.
They do it too. Anyway, so we got Gorwheel taking it to Istanbul. Istanbul and Seth Jackson are becoming a very good tag team in their own right. Currently speaking, as a duo, they are undefeated in this match. Whereas the Toxic Wastelanders, former tag team champions, Gorwheel, who is currently fighting Istanbul, and the I'm just going to call him the main man because I'm not listing off all of his names. I need that freaking Google Doc to have on hand just in case. Because he has like 7 names and it's tough to remember. I don't know how Robbie does it. Anyway, Istanbul, the Turkish oil wrestler, really taking it to the former champion, picking him up, slamming him onto the concrete. Ugh. That is going to do a number on your back. Oh, looks like tossing Gorwheel, but looks like he's not wanting to get that count out victory like every. The count out victory has been coming in a lot. Ooh, big spine buster from Istanbul. Going in for that cover. 2, kicking right out of 2. But yeah, like the count out victory is becoming more and more common as of late, especially when it comes to like C101. It's bouncing off the ropes. Ooh, splashing onto Gorwheel's spine, picking him up, dropping him down in a slam, going for that cover. 1, 2, kicking right out of 2 is Gorwheel. God. Like Aldini was saying, people are weapons. At least weapons in a case where you can't get DQ'd if you throw your buddy at somebody. In fact, I think the ref encourages it. Oh, that running senton onto Seth Jackson. The main man has yet to be tagged in. Ooh, big spinning power slam. Kicking right out of 2.
For a minute there, I thought that was going to be it with a gory impact hit. Gorwheel hit the gory impact, but Seth got back up.
Looked like Gorwheel had enough fun, and he's tagging his tag partner, the main man, Big Papa Plutonium. And nice little double elbow straight to the sternum. Oh, God, Cole clocked him in the jaw. Freaking Flame Revenant, former tag champion, as well as a 3-time Nexus Titan champion.
Yeah, but
cited, whenever I spoke with him in an interview, he mentioned that this turn of, I guess, him being a bit more outwardly spoken came after, losing his Nexus Titan champion back at the Festival of Fear. Turning it around into an ankle lock. As is the Atomic Adonis gonna tap? No, rolls right out of it. Seth Jackson has won every single match that he's had every single Warzone match that he's had with that ankle lock. Going for a buckle bomb. Oof. That move can end careers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, looks like he's getting set up. Hello, Gordon. It looks like that we are going into some... I said that a little late.
There it comes. We know what this means. Ladies and gentlemen.
And the switch. Half-Life. Busting open Seth Jackson. 1, 2, kick. And Istanbul breaks it up. That could have been 3 right there if Istanbul had not broken up that pin. God, just deadlifting and slamming him back onto the mat. The power of Big Papa Plutonium. Oh God, he's spraying radiation. Good thing we got those plutonium shields up, or else this whole match could be bad. In fact, being even around the Revenant, outside of the arena, outside like the property itself, is horrible.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Excuse me, had to get a drink.
And that
Got some nice little tea on my side here.
Kicking out of it, literally.
Oh God, just landing onto the ropes. That is not good for your sternum. Ugh. Brad, buddy, it's okay. We'll be done here in like the next couple hours, okay?
Badly.
Good boy.
Chopped on the back like
Yes,
that.
Brad likes to be called good boy. It's
He's over
not.
in the red corner. He doesn't want to be there.
We're still. It's weird. It's been 2 years, and yeah, I still say we're adjusting to this.
Isolated. Oh no.
One day I'll get used to this.
And Big Papa
One day.
chasing him.
And oh God, going for some swift strikes to the frickin' abdomen of Seth Jackson. Ugh. See, I heard from friggin' Aldini that he eats nothing but pizzas, or like he majorly eats pizzas. How does a man like that diet on just pizza alone? Oh God, flatliner.
Just barely missed those stairs.
Like, how does a man live on just pizzas alone? I understand that like certain people they need certain amount of carbs, but that carb amount has to exceed daily if you're eating pizzas daily. I mean, also get some variety in you. Get some burgers or some tacos or something.
Oh no, he's
Oh, looks like Big Papa Plutonium is going for that count out.
No, not this way. Not this
7.
way.
Not that.
That's a 10 count, ladies and gentlemen. I miscounted on that one. And your winners via countout is the Toxic Wastelanders. It looks... Oh, God, I forgot that freaking stomach tattoo was there.
That was less of a tag.
It goes to show not only the ring awareness of Domain Man, but also how... But, I mean... Seth Jackson could have had that match won at any point, but unfortunately, the Toxic Wastelanders are former tag team champions for a reason. It's unfortunate, and especially because that ends Jiff's undefeated streak. Technically speaking, even though there will be I believe there will be an asterisk and a rematch in the future. Maybe it's going to be Seth Jackson versus Domain Man. Maybe it's going to be Istanbul. Pick a combination and go with it. I wouldn't be surprised if they run that match back this coming Saturday. Would not be surprised whatsoever. But hey, we're talking about former tag team champions. We are going to go right into a former tag team and former trios champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Omega Club's Alpha Kong.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Alpha Kong, your Lion Lotus, and the leader of Omega Club. And I have something that has been eating at me. The issue that has been happening between us and Chained Hell. For how long has it been? Months? I'm losing track of the time on it. Let's make this simple. We need to bring this to a conclusion. So, Hightower, as one faction leader to another, I ask you, join me in the ring. Come out and face me. We need to settle this once and for all. I beseech you, Hightower, do not keep me waiting. This has gone on for too long. And I know that if we went by win accumulation, Omega Club would be far ahead. But that is not settling anything. So, come and face me in the ring if you've got the balls. And there he is, folks, the leader of Chained Hell, Hightower, a man who looks like 10 miles of hard road on his face. Gutsy move, Kong. Challenging my manhood like that. You know what? I was going to come out anyway, because it's not like you can threaten me, Pipsqueak. So, let's hear it. What is it you want? Do we going to do another tag match? Going to face off in another showcase? What is it? Oh, no. You know, I've been thinking about this. It goes back and forth. We have fought now between Omega Club and Chained Hell. We have fought in just about every combination possible. And yet, it just keeps going. No, we need a definitive end. Oh, you want a definitive end, huh? You know, are you feeling threatened? Your little Omega Club? Finally feeling the heat of being up against the burning lounge. So you wanna, you can beat us in the ring, but you can't beat us in business place. What is it you're looking for? What is it you're looking for? Interesting you bring up our establishments, because what I'm going to say is this. I've been putting my head together. I've had a couple of meetings with Jerry Aldini, and I've got an idea. Let's have a special match after the C101. Let's have a bar crawl brawl. Bar crawl? What the hell is a bar crawl brawl? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. You know, you're coming up with some silly rules. Name it, whatever it is. We'll be there. We'll beat the hell out of you. Well, it sounds like you're getting the spirit of this. It's all of us. You bring your people, I bring my people. We just have it all out. How about, what is it, 4-on-4? Yes, you only have 4 people. We'll have somebody stay behind. But other than that, it's all on the table. Let's do this once and for all. I like the sound of that. But, why wait? Let's have a preview! Oh, God. He headbutted him and he got right back up. Well, here we go. Oh.
And the Barney has begun. Oh.
It's begun, and the crowd is hush. The crowd can't believe what they're seeing. There it is, Alpha Kong and Hightower. Oh, spine buster.
I never believe what I'm seeing.
Oh. And it's now just, we're now in a land of pure brutality. Oh, lariat down, and now the ref is trying to intercede. Oh, the ref trying to hold off against Hightower, and
In the future, after the C101 is over, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a bar crawl brawl between the Burning Lounge and Omega Club. Settling this feud. I mean, this will definitely settle it as just an all-out just mishmash, and I mean, you got literally everybody from Burning Lounge, Hightower, Flame Revenant, the Constant Nightmare Constantinople, and the Cave Woman Uzra. And on the Omega Club side, you actually have a pretty decent roster of people to pick from. Not only Alpha Kong, but Mega Blitz X as well, Gunnar Birch, Whitney Lee, and of course, the boss, Kelly. I swear, if I had to pick, I honestly would go Alpha, Gunnar, Whitney, as well as Kelly. I mean, hell, you know what you could do? You could go Alpha, Mega, and then Gunnar and Whitney, because that's at the very least 2 tag teams who know each other like back to front, and going up against these people, you at least have 2 people covering the others' backs. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is something for when the C101 is concluded. But we are going back into C101 matchups as we speak. And this one is a very important one. We have the superhero Daverman going up against the number 1 seat in this entire tournament, Ginger Boy.
Let me check your mic.
Gingy, not lost once this entire tournament. Daverman currently sitting at 4 points. If Daverman wins, he gets tied with Zacho and Mad Jack. But if Ginger Boy wins, that further cements his lead, and he gets closer and closer to winning this entire thing. We are halfway into this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, and this has to be the most important match of this block. Because if Ginger Boy, we said what happens when Ginger Boy wins.
So you've got a striker and a
But
flyer
on the
against
other
an
side of the
MMA
card,
submission
if
specialist.
Aiden Zero loses,
That is
that
correct.
counts Aiden out of this tournament.
And now
Mostly
just
by
sizing
pure
them up.
mathematics.
And,
So,
you know what?
in
Sometimes that
order
helmet
for
comes in
for
handy.
Aiden to stay in this, Ginger Boy
Yeah,
here has to
a
lose.
little,
He
kind
has
of
to win.
thin shape to the
And-
top, yeah, I'm sure
Apparently-
that's got to be quite painful.
I mean,
Apparently
that,
it's not sharp.
I think it also freaking cements it for
You know,
everybody
Abraham
who's
plays
currently
back.
sitting in third place right now. 'Cause that would be Ginger
Buddy,
Boy
we're
with
getting to
10
the one count
points.
Before Daverman gets out of that bridge.
10 points. And the only people that would be mathematically, that possibly could
Ginger
catch
Boy
him
now playing to
would
the
be
crowd.
Zacco and
Ginger
Magic.
Boy's ahead, and he knows that this has been the big.
Like, everybody with
never
4
mind.
points could do it,
Jawbreaker.
but it's
Drop kick.
a little less likely,
Ginger Boy came into this
percentage-wise.
tournament,
Like, not
with
percentage,
his
mathematically.
rivalry against Aiden
I mean,
Zero.
I'm throwing that word out a lot. I hope everyone
And,
likes the
they
word of the day
both
calendar
were
that I've
talking about how they're
been
going to
using.
do Ginger Boy.
Anyway, so we
laser
have
on winning this
so
tournament.
this has to be one
Not
of the
picking up
biggest
a win yet,
matches of
because
the entire
Ginger
tournament,
Boy's
outside of
in
the
his head
opening
for free.
matchups, kind of determining who's going to go where.
And a one count on Ginger Boy. Be careful about that. Oh. And Daverman returning
Daverman
the favor,
pulling
getting
out.
a hold on Ginger Boy.
I mean,
That's
we're 3
rough
minutes
when
in,
you're
and
dealing with an
Daverman's
expert in
already
submission
pulling in
like
all the
Ginger.
stops.
Over the top rope goes Ginger Boy. and
Sending Ginger
Daver
Boy over the
flying
top
right after
rope.
him.
Daverman being our like one of our most well-known premier high flyers. Ginger Boy pretty much being
Both men
one of the
considered
most brutal strikers that
main
Warzone
event
has.
contenders.
I mean, he's kind of
Both
cemented
men
himself
being considered
as
for possible
as
heavyweight
someone
contention, and if
like as a
as we
he
said,
established himself as a
whoever
big name
wins
early
a C101
in Warzone.
gets a heavyweight title shot on their
I mean,
respective show. Unless
World
it's the
title
champs.
opportunities, former Warpgate hardcore
And one
champion.
thing that's been pointed out is that
He
title
is
shot doesn't necessarily have to be
Dangerous
from
to
your
say the
home show.
least, and yet when he was on Flashbang,
You know,
one of the
Victor
nicest
Vicious
guys
said if
ever.
he wins,
Nowadays, not
instead
so
of picking
much.
a contender for his
Oh god,
belt,
just
he's gonna
twisting
go
at that arm and
after
trying to
Zacco's.
bust it open and dislocate it.
Gonna be Victor
Not bust
Two
over.
belts.
He's just trying to break his arm at this moment.
I really don't know that I'm
But
comfortable with
current,
that. Now, onto
it's a
the
viable
shoulder.
strategy.
He's just wearing down the arm of Daverman.
I would honestly try and take out the
No,
legs, but
getting him into that,
also
stretching
because
him
you take out a
Oh.
high flyer's legs, you're pretty much cutting off
Another
half of their
submission
moveset.
hold on Daver. Daver powers out.
And trying to get him to the rings of Saturn,
Enough to
tying him
strike
up,
with a
and then
superhero.
Daverman pops right back out.
Is that gonna outweigh that flashy style of a superhero?
I mean, it's the difference.
Apologies,
a
ladies and gentlemen.
striker
Brad
and a
was
flyer
whining in the other
versus
room.
A ground technician and a submission expert.
He's it's okay. He just saw a cat.
You could not see two more contrasting
That's right. He can.
styles.
The
in
funny
this
thing is, he
tournament.
can literally just turn the knob himself, and yet he's like wants to just whine outside the window.
And just
It's
a
odd.
punch to the
Then again, this is an
face.
odd scenario. Speaking of not so odd scenarios,
Right hand
Ginger Boy
twisting
busting
competitors
open,
and
busting
bouncing
Daverman's
the head
freaking
of
helmet
Daver Boy
right
off
onto
ring
the
apron.
mat there.
That helmet not doing much when it's that level of concussive force.
You gotta think though,
And
if
that
Ginger
ring
Boy
counts,
wins
that
this
counts.
tournament, who is he gonna
stomping on
face?
Daver,
I know
Gingy
that
bringing the
he's got
pain,
Flashbang
as it
Forever on the back of his merch.
just working on his head. Actually,
Like,
it looks
he-
like he's at
he
home.
wears
That
it to the ring.
canvas ain't doing much to,
So you think that he would
pad
try and
things out
challenge
for
Victor
our
Vicious for the
competitors.
title that Gingy never got the
There's
rematch
enough
for?
give to,
Like,
make
he
it
got
compatible
screwed
service,
out
but,
of his title
not much more than that.
back in Multivania
Now
2020.
Ginger Boy taking a minute to survey
And
the
yet,
carnage.
he still has not had any resolution from, not only from
Breaking
Nero,
the
oh, here we
violence,
go,
as it were.
Mad Lad Lock. But Daverman powering right out of it.
But the power of Daverman.
Daverman's showing some,
The hero
like,
of
I guess the
MNW versus the
adrenaline
Mad Lad of
and the
London.
feeling of the crowd was just bolstering him at that
Even
point.
Like that neck breaker taken to the extreme.
Oh, speaking of
By
being
our
a premier
hero,
high flyer going
Daverman.
to the top rope, telling Ginger Boy
Is
to
he
get
gonna
up.
fly?
Looks like
He's
and-
gonna fly!
Oh,
yeah,
God,
there
that
it goes.
World's finest elp.
Diving left hand.
clothesline,
Oh, no.
and then
Top rope to the
delivering an
outside.
elbow drop onto the outside.
This is
Daverman,
switching
you
it to
madman.
his type of match after that up and away. He's now bringing it.
God. I swear, Dave. Like, if this
Bring him
doesn't
back
show
in the
you
ring.
how
Now
much
what you're
Daverman wants to
planning?
win this, I don't know what will. Cause my God,
Now he's just keeping control of that arm and punching.
God,
Ginger Boy
Daverman
down.
not
This is
letting
now
up for
getting into
a moment.
Again,
Nice
a
little
headlock of
headlock
his
though,
own.
and then a nice little stretch showing off that athleticism even more.
Headlock, trying to put all of his weight vertically on top of
And
that
then
headlock.
just a nice little leg drop there.
Again, the
Hinging the arm, putting the 200-plus pounds straight on the neck.
Daverman's advantage in this match is his speed and agility.
Yeah, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, just had to
What
grab
are we
something
setting up
from
for
the...
here? Could it be?
my drawer here.
Oh, I think he's getting ready for it.
And then
Ladies
looks like
and gentlemen, the ref knows what's
is this
coming.
gonna
He's
be a
getting out of
single
the
bound?
way. World's
yep,
finest.
world's finest
World's
elk
finest to the face
forearm
of Ginger Boy.
straight to
Daver
Gingy,
going uptown.
London is
going
not
back up to the
done,
top,
folks.
Oh, here it comes.
up,
Oh,
up and
beautiful.
away.
Beautiful
Cover
speeding
1,
bullet.
2. Oh, it kicks right out of 2.
Flipping senton.
Or I'm sorry, that one.
Fantastic maneuver.
Sorry, that one was the up and away.
Oh man, this
Trying to keep him straight.
this
sometimes.
freaking match.
So many flying maneuvers.
And
One,
this is under 10
two,
minutes.
And Daverman kicks out at 2.
Especially coming out of a
Like,
competitor
I just-
like Daverman,
oh my
who
God.
thrives on that top rope, not on the ground flat on his back as we've seen.
Standing moonsault
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta catch my breath after that one. Woof.
and a DDT. Taking a page out of the janitor's book,
Wait,
which really is
Oh
a
man,
sound
this
strategy
just
from
goes to
Ginger
show you
Boy.
how competitive
I mean,
that
there is
this,
a reason
that these
Ginger Boy is undefeated in this tournament so far.
like how
tried
competitive
to
these
take the
tournaments
legs
can
out from
actually
from
get.
Daver Boy. He's just
Like
gonna
it
keep
is
flying.
outstanding. I
He's
mean,
that resilient when it comes
arguably
to
the
those
most
legs
competitive
and
is
elevated.
Flashbangs right now, but
Cover
we'll get to
here.
that in due
Nope.
course.
Not
But yeah,
again,
like
that
a match like
elevated
this
coverage specialty
can
is
def.
getting onto that
I mean,
chest and pinning the
Everyone's had a
shoulders to
lot
the
of
mat,
hope in
covering
Daverman. I mean,
the entire
Daverman was
lower
definitely
body.
the favorite
Once
going
again,
into
pin,
this
2,
match.
and a kick out
Like
again
going
by
into this
Ginger Boy.
tournament,
Full standing
it was him and
cover still
Ginger
not
Boy.
enough.
People seemed to be very high on who
Frustration
weren't
on the face of Daverman there.
champions.
Again with the standing
Still
moonsault.
determined.
I think these are the only two.
Well, this is what he has to do. He has to keep this pace fast and keep
No,
it
the
on Ginger Boy.
2 of 3,
Moonsaults
2 of 4
anchored in that lucha style, not
of these
only
individuals are
for the
champions.
gracefulness, but also the swinging, the rotation
Right,
force.
2 out of the
That's
4
gonna drive
non-champion
not just the
individuals, people were
abdomen into the
definitely
abdomen of your competitor, but
favoriting
it's gonna
to
drive
win
those
this
knees,
entire
those
tournament.
hips,
Daverman,
that
I mean,
swinging motion into
world
the
title
side of
opportunities.
your
Oh crap,
competitor.
London Dungeon!
Here it goes.
London
No.
Dungeon trapping
is.
trapping the
There it
superhero
is,
in
London
the
Dungeon.
middle of the
London
ring.
Dungeon, that variation of a flying choke that we all know so well.
And Daverman just
Not
powers
enough.
right out of it.
Daverman powering through.
Sending Gingy onto the
Daverman.
outside.
now
Nice little
bringing
short
it-
check to the
yeah.
abdomen. Sunset
He got out of
power
that
bomb.
quick, and London Dungeon is a brutal hold.
Oh my god.
We're lifted back up.
Oh,
taking
sorry,
the
ladies and
leg.
gentlemen. I'm trying to. This match has been
Straight
very
grounded
exciting, and we
Daverman to the
have
mat,
6
grounded
minutes
down.
left of this current match.
There's again some of that MMA, some of that practical
Oh,
fighting
man.
prowess
It
from
gets
Ginger
like
Boy.
stuff like this just makes me excited to be a wrestling fan. Oh, pump kick.
Brutal kick.
Massive pump kick to the face.
Oh man.
Daverman regaining composure, sending this back to inside of the ring. Up and over into a DDT, beautiful there.
Man, and do you want to know what the worst part, what the best part about this is?
And bringing
Win
it back
or
up.
lose, Gingy is still in first place.
And a bulldog.
He's not gonna
And again,
lose
that-
a lot of
that
momentum from this,
Press up
but
cover.
he
I
still
don't
needs
think
to
it's been
cement his
effective,
lead.
guys, as
Kicking
Ginger
right
Boy
out at
seems
2
to
from
agree
that
with me.
lackadaisical cover, that like
Less
little
than
push-up
5
cover that
minutes
Daverman
in this
Man was doing.
match.
I mean, he's got to hook that leg or something like that to secure
And
that
I'm
pin.
not sure that I'd have to check the math. I'm not sure a tie is going to help the rest of the roster. They really need Daver
That's
to
a-
win this, or
Just
Ginger Boy.
choking the crap out of
Ginger Boy
Gingy,
was
trying
far
to
out in
gain
the
some
lead.
sort of breath
Definitely
back.
more than a few competitors backstage with their fingers
See,
crossed,
Daverman
eyes glued to
trying
monitors
to
at
play this
very
as
moment.
smart
I think
as he
every time
can.
Ginger Boy gets somebody in
And
a-
then nice little
Oh,
German
like
into
this.
a bridge.
one.
Beautiful
Two,
German
kicking
suplex
right out of
into the
two.
cover.
I was gonna say,
And
every
now
time
Gingy's
Ginger Boy
gassed.
gets
Look at that. Daverman has
into
been
a submission hold,
relentless
everyone backstage in the
onto
gym,
him.
oh, look
And then
this,
here we
the
go, Mad Lad lock.
Ah, the Mad Lad lock. He's got
And he
it.
gets
Oh,
powered out of it
no.
immediately. Daverman had this stuff scouted
Doing
out.
sit-ups all day, getting that
Man,
abdomen
everyone
scout
talks about
in
like
there.
his. I mean,
Yeah,
I talk
but
about his high
still,
flying
you
aspect
can
all the time.
see the
But what we
toll
don't
it's
really
taking
talk
on
about is
Daverman.
how
He is running
Wait,
on fumes
is
at this
Daverman's
point.
cunning. Oh, back into that
Oh.
sunset flip powerbomb.
So when you're running on fumes,
Oh.
what's the best thing to do? Flip your opponent down outside the ring.
Jeez.
You
God,
gotta
he's
use that
nuts.
gravity to your advantage.
Going
Daverman is
upstairs.
nuts. Up.
Oh, and an elbow.
I think that was.
Flying
I think that was a single. A
Flying elbow drop straight to the center of the ring. Got good travel
Oh.
on that elbow.
All right.
Up and over.
and away. Two.
Two.
Kicking right
That
out
is
of
a
two.
single bound,
3 minutes
my
left in the
friend.
match. Is Gingy
Bound
going to cement
into
his
that
lead
pin
further, or is
combination,
Daverman going to
using
shut
his
out
opponent's
this
bodily
undefeated
defense.
foe?
And again, the
Nice little
standing
moonsault there from Daverman.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh,
This
what
could
are we
be
gonna
the end.
see?
We are at under 3 minutes.
This could
Now
be
or
the
never,
end.
And up,
Up,
and
up, and
away. 1,
2,
80 seconds.
3.
Daverman
Ladies
busy.
and gentlemen, your winner, tied, currently tied for second
Daverman.
place,
Size
and
of relief.
most importantly, shut
And Daverman
out.
advances in the
Ginger
tournament
Boy.
and breaks the winning streak of Ginger Boy.
Daverman.
And, you can see
And
on his face,
he
worked for
deserves
this victory,
every single bit of
suffered for
praise
this
here,
victory.
because this is only one. Not only is it one condition of 8-0 still being in this tournament, but it is also it gives everybody a chance. Still, everybody is still in. If Ginger Boy would have won, the only people that would have came close to matching him would have been Zako and Majak. If I'm being completely honest, it would have been their tournament to win, while everybody else had to play spoiler. But Daverman has saved everyone's chances in this block. We will see what happens with Zako, Boots, Aiden, and Majak later on in the night. But first, we have another match. We have our last non-C101 match of the evening. We have the French Daredevil, Lade Hierold, going up against the Scotsman, Mick Morgan.
Here they go.
And this match came on after Mick Morgan called out Lade Hierold.
Right off the
And this
bat.
is a no DQ hardcore match.
Immediately pulling over.
Dropping the fist onto Lade Hierold.
Probably not.
Mick Morgan, a former Warp Gate Hardcore champion in his own right, lost the title to Dagger, if I remember correctly. And
Back walk
Mick Morgan making a lot of comments about, oh, hey, what the hell is this?
What's going on?
That's Suplex Sam's
It's
music.
Suplex Sam's music, but no Suplex Sam in the ring. Ah, crap, he's behind him, isn't he? He's right behind Lade, isn't he?
Completely interrupted.
Yep.
Oh no, he's in the ring. Oh,
And
With an ambush,
Samplex.
hold him up. Oh my God!
And
oh,
this technically is
there,
not
ref.
no disqualification. Oh, winded
Morgan going for
pin.
the cover.
2, kicking right out of 2.
I don't think McMorgan realized what happened.
Yeah.
He was stunned.
I
I don't think he saw any of that.
And Sam landed Hyrule right on his head.
I swear, after freaking Sam's comments trying to rile up the Frenchman,
Hyrule still seems trying to get the match back in gear.
I guess like he took exception and decided to interrupt Lade's match. I mean, and this match was said to have title opportunity implications, depending on the performances.
Headbutt from Hyrule.
I mean, Hierold I don't think has held a belt in this entire promotion, but he's been a staple of the hardcore division. I would honestly say that he would definitely be the staple of what you need to be going into this division. Like you want to face the champion, you have to go through Lade first. brutal clothesline to McMorgan, though.
Even more of a tizzy down the road.
I think it's also the aspect of he's like so quiet and reserved, polite even, and yet he's in one of the more brutal divisions in this entire promotion.
Be rude to High Roll. He wouldn't be rude to you.
There we go. Highlander. Dropping late onto his head. Glasses first. Going for that cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out of 2.
After what Sam did to him.
Oh, man. I swear this match was... I think it was mostly McMorgan, especially after Suplex Sam came out. But, I mean, Late is one tough son of a bitch. I can't stress that enough. The man... Excuse me. The man took a... The man was so fucking tough. The man took a flying dwarf and ran through a table, and yet got up and said, "Is that all you got?" If that's not tough. I don't know what is. Oh God, ramming freaking McMorgan into the back of that LED board. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that stuff hurts. Don't ask me how I know, but that hurts. Yeah, nice little. Although it's like Lay was going to try to work the body of McMorgan, but McMorgan just said none to that, son. And then just ground and pound the face of McMorgan, breaking some more, probably trying to break more teeth out of his mouth. 1, cover, and kicks out right at 1. Jeez, McMorgan's not wanting to die in this match. He is. I mean, I was talking about freaking Lade's toughness. He's a freaking hardened bastard himself. I mean, former Warpgate. You don't become a Warpgate Hardcore champion just by chance. And I think he kind of cemented that with his first match against Louis McDonald. For those who don't remember, Louis beat the absolute crap out of McMorgan in his rookie years. And that only strengthened his resolve. That only made him want to fight the biggest and the baddest after that. Whether it be to prove himself, to show that he's stronger than what he was in the past, or maybe he's just a Scotsman that lost a fight. That's my Scottish impression. I hope everyone enjoys it, because I probably won't be breaking that one out too often. Oh, God, I'm getting canceled, probably. I don't know. Oh, well, that was a good run while it lasted. In the meantime, nice little freaking chokehold from Late High Roll. And just choking him out, trying to gain some semblance of breath, of energy back in his system. But McMorgan powers right out of that. He said nuts to that, man.
Good job. I mean, you know what? High Roll still got a shot here.
Anyway. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Brad's still trying to bug me. Stop it, Brad. Sending Lade back into the corner. Oh, God. Flatliner right into the buckle. 1, 2, 3. God, that buckle, head getting driven right into the buckle must have been a little bit too much for the Daredevil. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, is McMorgan.
Was ever quite the same in the match.
And God, the Scotsman just trying to further submit his lead. Oh, blowing a kiss to the crowd. That's lovely.
If Sam hadn't interfered.
And God, a lot of as Algini was saying towards the end of that match, you think that McMorgan, the match could have been a bit more in Lade's favor if Suplex Sam had not interfered in that entire match. Because that was definitely that was a detriment to Lade's performance there. And unfortunately speaking, he has lost. But hey, it's not like that he is out of it. He can come back. He can come back and be better and stronger than ever. The other question is much like what chat is saying here, how long before McMorgan finds out to hunt down Suplex Sam? I don't think it's going to take long. He likes to fight. He gets tunnel vision when it comes to a fight, but the moment the adrenaline the adrenaline kind of washes over and fades away, yeah, he's gonna find out, and he not gonna be happy. Somebody gonna get the ass kicked. Anyway, but we will have to wait. We will have to see what comes of that in the future. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back into the C101 for our last couple of matches. Here we have the main event mistress, Lady Boots, the Nexus Titan champion, going up against the Ace, the MNW heavyweight champion, Zacho Duo. Nice little head scissors, though, from Lady Boots. Adrenaline in his soul. Something broken bones. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good one. Shout out to Alpharad in the chat. Anyway, so going back, getting into the match, we have Zacho. Opening up within the first 30 seconds, Zacho and Lady Boots are just trading blows back and forth. This doesn't indicate how on par with each other that they are. I don't know what is. Especially with VIP and the Conquest Bloodline seeming to be at some sort of standstill. Meme has actually been getting into a lot of confrontations with other factions. Most notably VIP at the moment, but that seems to have fizzled with after Zacho's win against Ausir. But Sawyer's, I want to say Crusade. Ooh, reverse figure 4. Right onto the mistress. Right onto the main event mistress. The Princess of Corruption, Lady Boots.
And a punch to get out. I was going to say, we're looking at faction warfare.
I guess with Sawyer's Crusade against Carnival for some reason. Don't ask me. All I heard was clowns, and I tried to help the guy out, but you're going to figure out how that conversation went down on Saturday. Oh, God, nice little takedown there from Zacho. The MNW champion, the MNW heavyweight champion, currently sitting in second place with Majak and Daverman, actually. Majak and Daverman are currently tied for second place with Zacho Duo. So a win will propel Zacho here. A little crotch shot. as if telling Lady Boots where to kick it, Lady Boots just nails him right in the coccyx. Yeah, message post on social media from R. Sawyer. Ears must have been burning because tune in and he's talking about me. Yeah, I'm talking about your crusade against Carnival. I don't know what's going on. All I heard was clowns, and I was telling these people that we're gonna find out that what happened when I visited your guys' shop on Saturday. So back into the match though. Little leg drop from the mistress, from the main event mistress onto the Ace, and a leg lariat. You've been throwing out a lot of leg lariats lately. It's been interesting. A lot of people have been trying to be a bit more versatile as of late with their fighting styles, and I've been loving it, honestly. Oh God, handstand driving that heel into Zacho's faceplate. I know that he's probably got a little bit extra protection there, but that cannot feel good. Oh God, just running the boot onto the face. Ugh.
Going for the cover.
What? Two count for Zacho getting a chance to breathe. Does he breathe? We're gonna say he breathes just for fairness. And trying to bust out that arm and going for the middle of the back.
Bringing him back up.
Working over those arms, trying to, I suppose, re-injure that injured shoulder.
Yeah, but fireman's carry takedown.
Whipping Lady Boots into the middle, into the turnbuckle, but gets countered, driven into it, countered again, and then as we're counter for counter. Well, the leader of the main event, Max, as well as the heavyweight champion, not only showing off his cunning, but Lady Boots showing off her cunning as well, being one of the smartest individuals that we currently have on Warzone.
I did.
And I mean that just it honestly just adds to the dynamic of it. Here you have Simjax as the charismatic leader. You got Lady Boots the strategist. Carnival is there, and then you have their heavy and Gorm. It a powerful dynamic to say the least.
Oh, you don't know about Gundam Seed Destiny?
Also, technically part of the faction is Feel Good Inc. Although ever since Lady Boots, ever since we have been implementing intergender rules, Lady Boots has not needed her stand Feel Good Inc. Oh, busting open the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zacho Duel is leaking coolant.
Coolant just dripping from the helmet there. Oh, but Zacho's getting right out of it. Oh, Bushido knee. Not Bushido knee. That knee strike. Kicking right out of two. Wisely rolling out of the ring. Trying to catch her breath. And I would be aware of what Zacho is planning on here. He could have done a dive and just caught her off guard, but no. He went right into her peripheral, allowing her to capitalize on the lost movement there.
They got to get this back in the ring.
Nice little arm breaker there.
I don't think either of them wants to get a count-out draw.
Count-out draw would mean a point for both competitors, however.
I just don't see either of them being satisfied with that. They want to
Hanging on
move
the
forward.
square of the back is the main event mistress.
Well, also, neither one of them wants to give the other the satisfaction of even getting
We got Boots also currently sitting in, at this point, currently sitting in third place with Daggerick, Abbott, Janitor, and Madness. If she wins, she'll be propelled into second place with Zacho and Daverman at this point.
There you go.
But if Zacho wins, he is taking that first place spot. Well, tied for first place spot. To be fair. 1, 2, 3. The ace must have been a little bit too much for the main event mistress because he picks up the 3 counts. And ladies and gentlemen, currently tied at first place with Ginger Boy is Zacho Duo. The ace is not out of this run yet. And I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be very interesting in the coming rounds, especially because we have one more match left. We have our main event coming up next. We have the match. We have Aiden Zero going up against Mad Jack. If Aiden wins, he is mathematically still in this tournament. But if this man, Mad Jack, wins, Mad Jack, it becomes a three. Not only does it become a 3-way tie for first place, but Aiden's chances get slimmer and slimmer. This
is Mad Jack's chance to tie for first.
This is like Mad Jack can sit pretty, can rest easy in this because win or lose, he's still going to be high on the card. Like he's going to still be high in the rankings.
Out of contention.
But Aiden has to be.
Mad Jack
I'm not going to say he has to be desperate in this, but he has to come at this as if this is life or death.
Tequila Sunrise.
If not, we
out
might not be able to see that pretty much big belt world champion Aiden Zero for the, at the very least, for the foreseeable future. And I'm not gonna lie. This was talked about during the 2021 recap, but we mentioned that having these matches, having each round go week by week, has been one of the best decisions that we have actually that the production staff has currently done. That the brass has decided. It allows us to savor these kinds of moments, especially the tension that Aiden has to be feeling right now. If this was done previously with the other ways that we've been doing it for the past couple of years. Cradle. Roll up. 1, Two.
Is this it? No.
Kicking
Kick
right out of
by
2.
Zero.
Aiden's dream is still
Just the
alive.
misery between Doom and
But like
me.
doing this week by week definitely allows us to breathe a bit more on this one, because if this would have been a 24-hour stream, like a one-day event, one, and because of somebody else, because I'd have to be the one covering this. 2, oh god, oh, that always hurts. That always hurts to
That
watch.
popped in the weasel. All right, 1.
Anyway, it allows these moments to like drag on.
And now Matt
Not
just
Happens
kicking
within
dirt
like
at
a
him.
week, that like an hour or two, and the next thing you know, you forget about it. Like I can honestly give you some match of the year contenders in this entire tournament.
And both won the Nexus for best gimmick on Flashbang.
Oh, speaking of which, we do have Nexus coming out,
That
ladies
led
and
to a
gentlemen.
match.
The
lot
awards
of
are
history.
currently.
Also,
I'll be posting.
I
I'll be
was
posting
recently
the
talking to
nominations,
Seth
the
and asked,
voting
"Hey,
forms here in
is there
chat.
anything you miss about Flashbang?" And
That's
he yelled
for
something about
that would be for
not
the
being
Flashbang
done with
one,
Mad
and this is
Jack.
currently for Warzone. Currently we have our nominations currently live. Please go ahead and put them in. We will be
Really
compiling
hard
the votes
turnbuckle in the sharp
to
edge.
see who is going to be taking home Nexus for not only the Wrestler of the Year, but Match of the Year, as well as Factions of the Year for both Warzone and Flashbang. So fill out those forms, ladies and gentlemen, if you had not already. So, going back into this match, so far
I'm trying to get a
been
good look.
stellar
Hard
to
to
say
tell
the
'cause,
least.
yeah, fists
Magic has
flying
not let
furiously.
up. He's pretty much been
Well, and let's
going
also
a-
admit
he's been
hair
pretty
is
much
somewhat
fighting
blood
Aiden
like
as
in
if
color already.
he
That could
too.
be- You're right, Pete.
'Cause, like,
I could just be misreading something.
If Magic wins, he's back in the top spot, tied with his old rival Zako. But if he loses, he's still sitting in second
And
place.
here
Who
we-
can
oh,
get?
hey, that
He
was
can turn it around in an
taking
instant
Mad Jack to the
if he
corner.
wanted to. Here we go. Divide by 0. This hanging,
Lifting him up. Oh,
this
stretching the neck.
hanging
That's what he's planning.
dragon
Oh my
sleeper
God.
from the rope, from the middle rope.
Hanging him from the second rope.
It is brutal.
That's upper body and abdomen strength from Aiden 0.
Got
Hanging
back into
out.
that dragon sleeper into the middle of the ring, trying to see if the Pumpkin
Again, he's
King
focusing on the
can
neck
tap or
And he has
pass
solid
out.
strategy.
And he just drops him right then and there. Oh, going up for
Shutting down the body's
going for
communication
that
with
final scare,
himself,
but
turning
just
around with
gets dropped into
brutal
an
right hand.
uppercut.
Or when in
So I
doubt,
got some
try and knock him out.
boxing,
I mean,
some
Absolutely.
boxing-like
solid
techniques.
strategy.
That's
Like you
interesting.
said, solid strategy.
Well,
Cut off that
a more
blood
pro
flow,
wrestling
make your
approach to
opponent
boxing,
dizzy,
but
then
y'all
Where
get what I'm
that
trying to
hit?
say.
That didn't look good.
Not the most ethical strategy, but cut
Mad
off
Jack
the
doing a
blood
little
flow to the
slick
brain
Rick
and
strut
the
and just
shimmy
dropping the
underneath
knee
work.
onto
Knee to the
Aiden's
head.
face.
shimmy, a shimmy,
God,
and a knee,
I
knee,
would
knee.
hate to be. Oh, look at it.
Returning the favor of that choke.
Oh, the Anaconda Vice.
That's classic Mad Jack. Oh, you think this is funny?
Nice,
How do you
that's
like
kind
it?
of Vice. That's
He's
looks
choking him
different.
with his
But still,
own
that
arm,
freaking
too.
choke
I
going
am
on to
surprised
Aiden
Mad
0.
Jack hasn't
Kind of a,
Oh,
hasn't gotten
slap
to
the
stop hitting yourself.
slap the hand away into a freaking fist to the stomach.
kind of a half straight jacket.
Neck
over the
breaker.
shirt. Over the
Going for
shoulder,
that
Aiden
cover.
with the
Going
foot
for
One,
there.
I think
2,
Aiden's
kicking right out of
breaking
2 is
something like
Magic.
that. Okay, I think that's gonna be coming.
God,
Meanwhile,
this.
back in this match.
Oh man, this is just
McPherson,
been
go
stressful.
backstage and unplug the coffee machine. The
Like,
rookies are-
you want Aiden to
too much
win, but
You know
me
what?
personally speaking, being
Squat-
the
you can
big
get
doom
enough
mark
squash
that I
rest
am,
in your system.
I kind of want a Magic to win too. So it's conflicted trickery
Oh
treat.
my
Ladies
God!
and gentlemen, we just witnessed one of the best moves
One,
that you're ever gonna
2,
see.
kicking
That's
right
right.
out at
May have
2.
been months ago, but
I
that
guess
was
Aiden
trick or
said
treat.
treats, not trick, and he
Trick or
is
treat,
still
ladies and
alive in
gentlemen.
this.
One of the most electrifying moves in all of
Mad
Multiverse
Jack, it
entertainment.
looks like he's setting up. He's waiting,
Now,
waiting for
I think-
Aiden to get up.
Here it comes.
Oh, trapped in the rope.
All right, I was expecting
Oh.
an All Hallows knee, but I guess
Oh,
What just
gory
happened?
style neck breaker.
he got tied up in the ropes, I think.
Looks like I believe that was actually one of Zerik's signature moves. Tying him
And
back
we're going
up
for
into
another
that
tequila
half crab.
sunrise.
He's Got that Tequila Sunrise locked in on the other side of Mad Jack's body this time. That was the right side, now it's on the left side. Not enough.
What is it? It's like the sleeping neck breaker. Now, not that I'm thinking about it, trying to send a little message to Mad Jack. Looks like Mad Jack's got himself positioned and poised.
I know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it may be the first of the year, but it's always All Hallows Knee. 1, 2, Bosco 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard that slap.
And he might have just found out.
He might have just found out.
Going straight up to the top rope. Aiden's on the outside. Oh, dropping that double axe handle straight onto Aiden.
Now he's kick to the head.
Nice kick, by the way.
Front kick again.
God, just each second passes by, each minute on the clock ticks down, and Aiden has to gain something in this match to get over Mad Jack.
Off the ring.
God, his dreams of being world champion might die if he doesn't get something, because he has to have something left in the tank at this point. And Mad Jack's just laughing at him, taking the piss right out of it.
Yeah, that screen may be lined with plastic, but that's a big old hunk of metal underneath.
And once more, Mad Jack setting Aiden up for a little Jack in the box.
Jack in the box.
Ba, 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 da, da. And nice little thigh control from the Pumpkin King here. And Aiden breaking right out of it, not wanting to get flipped over onto his back.
So, are you ready for my possible jinxing us?
And ooh, drop kick straight to his spine. My God.
Let's try to preserve the integrity of our ref.
Yeah, he hasn't died.
Yeah, this it's coming down to the wire. Looks like we're less than 10 minutes away. Oh, nice little handstand moonsault, dropping the knees right onto Aiden. You gotta think that flak jacket has to do some form of protection.
And a jawbreaker.
And all right, Aiden's
and telling the crowd to kiss his grits, essentially.
I was worried for a minute he was.
Oh, going for that drop kick again, but misses out.
And Aiden's
Whipping Mad Jack right back into the corner. Turning him around. Is he going to go for Divide by Zero? He is.
Going up top.
Grabbing Mad Jack by the neck. Just trying to make him go to sleep. That elevated dragon sleeper. That takes a lot of air out of your lungs than a lot of people would give it credit for. Dragon sleeper again. Is Mad Jack going to tap?
Again, the stakes here, Aiden has to win to stay viable in the tournament. But if Mad
he's
Jack
hanging in there just for a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen, but Aiden Zero drops him right there. Cover. 2. Kicking right out at 2. What's Aiden going to have to do? Aiden needs to do something big. Bam! Busting open the Pumpkin King.
God, what a right hand!
Oh no, the
big right hook.
The seeds be flowing.
Oh, it looks like going for a headbutt, but gets slapped away into a Luthez press.
Luthez press, I guess, and the punches.
Yeah, just ground and pound there. Slamming him on his back.
Oh, God. And then driving his face square into the middle of the mat.
And there's a very haughtily done neck breaker.
It's hard for me to discuss this, watching it, because this is tense.
And Aiden,
every little bit of momentum Aiden gets, Mad Jack is right there to shut it down. It is.
This could end.
Oh God, it's
in a draw.
It could signal the beginning of the end, or it could be like Aiden could do one last thing to mount his comeback. But there's a problem though. He's been building it up slowly as the match progresses on. We have 3 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
This is about got one question.
Oh,
Can he
God,
stay
that
viable in this
stomps from the
tournament? I don't
top
think he
rope.
can.
Oh,
Taking such a
God, that would
beating already.
break a normal man.
Here comes again a bicycle kick.
And then the bicycle kick.
Jack better
Could this
end
be
this
it?
soon.
Is our Aiden streams
1,
done?
2,
No,
oh,
he still has a
again, he
future to
kicks
fight for.
out.
Looks like he's tying him up into a cattle mutilation.
That's the question you gotta ask
Okay.
yourself. He has
And
been
rope break
winning.
saves
3-minute
Aiden.
mark.
Aiden could have something, but no, he gets denied.
Lack of victory now. He's facing Magic as his penultimate
Oh, a nice little quick
challenger
strike.
to see whether or not he stays in
And
this
then
tournament.
Hulk trying to,
All right.
well, not
There was
nice
a
little
face
face buster
buster.
there.
One,
One, two.
And a kick
The
out
good
by
news is
Magic.
he's kicking out at 2.
2.5
That's the
minutes
good
left.
news.
2 minutes to go.
But
Aiden,
here,
you better figure out what
ladies
you
and
can do
gentlemen,
now.
there are only 2 minutes left to
Stop.
and Aiden has to put away Magic for good.
The discus punch that
Like,
punch that broke
one
Magic
Dragon
earlier.
Sleeper, 1 0 hour could signify the end, as well as one All Hallows knee or
Magic
Trick or
getting
Treat
in there again.
could help Magic.
Magic taking every
Arm
opportunity
trapped
to
Escarrera.
and suffering.
I mean,
I probably butchered the
Magic,
pronunciation
this
of
was
that,
raw.
but you
Magic-
know what? Oh, here we go. Here it
Here
is.
comes
All
Jack. We're gonna see a
Hallows
jackknife. That's gonna be
knee.
it. Oh, countered by
And Aiden dip. Aiden blocks it, and he's
And the
getting
ref
into an
going, "What the
argument
hell?"
with the ref.
What ref?
I don't know what's going on here.
What's going on? Okay.
And Magic was
Now,
nice and polite
this is good
to,
for Aiden. We're
let him talk with the
no,
ref and discuss.
Because at least with a draw,
I don't know what was
Magic
going
is
on
still
at that
viable in the
point.
tournament.
Roll up,
Oh,
roll up.
Roll up!
1,
Oh, God.
What?
2.
No,
Kick him right out of 2, ladies and gentlemen. There is 1 minute
I
left
didn't
in
wanna
this
think
match.
what's gonna happen if
50
Aiden won by
seconds
roll
as
up.
of current, and we have some
Slapping
nice
that
little
Jack.
combination
Oh, Aiden
strikes
fired up now.
sweeping the leg, Johnny,
That's the sort of
and
cheeky maneuver
uh,
that would get
Magic
you
answers
by doing
answers
like
this.
All right, we got 40 seconds left.
Try and go
Down
for
to
a
the
nice
wire.
little
Look
kick
at
to the
this.
head, but
We could
Aiden
go to
blocks
our
it, and
first
then an
A
arm
block
drag.
draw in 30 seconds, Michael.
This is tough for me to commentate on because there's just
I don't know what
there's
to
just
do.
so
Bulldog.
much going on here. 30 seconds
Less than
left,
30 seconds.
and it looks like Aiden's
He's
setting
gotta
it up.
line something
He,
up here. This
we
is
might
not
see
going
it.
to-
Seconds,
Check your
minute
watch,
left.
ladies and gentlemen.
And
It's 0 hour. 15 seconds left.
Zero, that
Is this
twisting
it?
suplex.
1,
0 hour.
2,
Two.
3.
Did it!
10
He
seconds left
stays
on the
in
clock, ladies and
contention.
gentlemen. Your winner, and officially on the board, is Aiden
No
0.
longer 2 points on the board for Aiden.
He is still in
Taking
this
out Magic.
tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
Aiden's
And currently, that leaves. I don't have a visual up because I forgot to grab it in the chaos of the week. Currently speaking, though, at first place we have tied Zacho Duo and Ginger Boy. We have tied at second place Daverman and Magic after that match. We have a 4-way tie for third. Lady Boots, Daggerick, Jack Abbott. I apologize. It's a 5-way tie. Lady Boots, Daggerick, Jack Abbott, The Madness, and The Janitor. And now, at fourth place, with 2 points on the board, is Aiden 0. He's on the board. He is not going to be the alpha calling of this tournament. He is going to... If he loses a couple more and he has to play the role of spoiler, he can at the very least say I was on the board. But we still have a whole lot of tournament to go through, ladies and gentlemen. That's round 5. We are currently halfway through this tournament, and we have 4 more rounds to go. We have 4. I believe it's 4 more rounds. Actually, I think it's 5 now that I'm thinking about it, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in each block. Still though, like this is why I love round robin tournaments as a wrestling fan. It's stuff like this that not only that allows you to think of the future, but allows you to enjoy each and every of these moments. And speaking of moments, ladies and gentlemen, we have our patented Warzone moment of the week.
No, here it comes. Jack. We're going to see a Jack's knife. That's going to be it. Oh! Countered by Aiden!
Countered with a trip.
And the ref going, what the hell? Ref? What the hell's going on? Okay. And now, this isn't good for Aiden. No, this is it. Because at least with a draw, Mad Jack is still viable in the tournament. But, roll up!
Oh my God!
What, 2?
No.
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 Whew. I wouldn't want to think what's going to happen if Aiden won by a roll-up. Slapping Mad Jack. Oh, Aiden getting fired up now.
That's the sort of cheeky maneuver that would get you jumped by Doom, I'd imagine.
All right, we got 40 seconds left. Down to the wire. Look, we could go to our first A-block draw in 30 seconds, Michael.
I don't know what to think of this running bulldog.
Well, Aiden better
Less
do
than
something.
30 seconds. He's got to line something up here.
Aiden,
This
you
needs
got
to
20
end it.
seconds. Are you going to, what? And 0 hour.
That twisting suplex
1,
to 0 hour.
2,
2.
3, did it!
He stays in contention.
And your winner, Aiden 0.
0, no longer 2 points on the board for Aiden.
Aiden
Taking
stays
out
alive.
Mad Jack.
Aiden
What
stays.
an-
Oh boy!
What an audacious victory.
And with
That, ladies and gentlemen, was your moment of the week. And I mean, there was nothing else that was going to take that place. I mean, Gingy losing was definitely it, but it was capitalized by Aiden finally getting on the board and staying in this tournament. He wouldn't have been eliminated. He would have still had to have done the other 5 matches, but it would have pretty much cemented his role as a spoiler of the tournament for the next few rounds. And whereas it's less pressure, yes, but come on, you're in a tournament with world title implications. You're gonna want to win the entire thing. If I'm being completely honest, no one enters into those tournaments to hope to spoil the fun for everybody else. Let's just say that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is Warzone put to bed. And we have another patented... we have a post from social media. Did he just fuck with Doom? I think he fucked with Doom. I mean, he beat Mad Jack clean. I hope to God that doesn't count as fucking with Doom. If that counts as fucking with Doom, I don't know what wouldn't at that point. But we will see in the future. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, that is Warzone put to bed. Before we shift over to Flashbang, we have our Firing Line patented segment. Travis is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he has a very special guest. We will be shifting into the call-out.
Hi, my name is Travis and welcome back to the Call Out. Tonight, I've got a special guest for you. I've got the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world and the former Nexus Titan champion. Holster your guns and raise your double six. It is Vince Smoke Sanji. Hi there, Vince Smoke. Welcome to the show.
Hello. It's good to be back.
So, tell us, how you doing tonight? What's the day-to-day for the smoking gun?
Well, to put it bluntly, I've been poked, prodded, had my mind being read multiple multiple times. Any other situation that would cause for a man to go insane. But as for me, I'm doing okay for now.
You've won 2 world titles and a Nexus title, putting you in a very prominent spot as a headliner for Warzone. Do you have any more aspirations now that you've gone to the top and are seeing beyond the horizon? What's the next step for Vinsmoke?
I would like to have another shot at the world title. And the Nexus title. Getting my hands on that again might sound fruitful. I owe a lot of people a lot of payback. Especially Uncle Dunk. But nonetheless, I'm looking for more gold. And try to be the best person I can be.
There have been reports that you've been working with a professional known as Dr. Caliban. Have you been getting some assistance from the good doc?
Doc, he's a good man. He's a little weird, in my personal opinion. But I like him. He's straightforward. Tells you how it is. Tells you what's gonna happen to you. Like I said, weird, but a really good man.
Is there a wrestler in the roster that you want to trade blows with? Someone you haven't wrestled before?
You know, when you say that like that, there are a lot of people I haven't faced. Some of my old former crew I'd like to face again. Mega Blitz X, I never did get the chance to see just how good he really is now. And of course there's others that have just recently joined, who I haven't had the chance to fight with. Ginger Boy, Ausir Tehran, a lot of people.
There have been some rumblings from other people that your career is tainted by your involvement with something called a hat. Do you have anything to say against those who speak out against your actions in Warzone?
My actions were monstrous. I was a criminal. I was nothing more than what they were labeling me as. A monster. But things have changed for me now. I'm no longer the man I was. All I ask is that you know that everybody has made mistakes. The only thing we can do is do better, pull ahead, and be a better person. That's what I'm doing.
Do you have any final thoughts as we wind down the call out?
All I'll let y'all know is that I finally realized the kind of person that I am. A lone wolf. I'm better off alone. But you just watch and see what this wolf can do as he prowls at the back door. For all of those who have slighted me, your time is coming. For those who I've called loved ones, all I ask is a wish to make amends.
And if you want to see Vinsmoke Sanji in action, tune in on Saturdays for Dr. Caliban's Warzone. My name is Travis, and thank you from the call out.
Thank you, Travis, and welcome back. I'm glad that the roof is better. Lasume does a fantastic job. I got to look at the room myself, and I think he implemented some nice. I think he implemented some nice little futuristic. I'm blanking on words here. He implemented some nice little things there, but I could gush about that, and also why the fuck didn't I get it when I was in that room? Anyway, I'm kidding. I have a bigger, better office right now that's covered in papers. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to be dwelling on to that. We are going to be getting right into Friday Night Flashbang, and we're going to kick off with something big. We have one half of the Warzone Unified Tag Team Champions, Devin of Shoot Nation, going up against the World Heavyweight Champion, Victor Vicious. Vicious coming off of a draw win against Brawl Kaiser in the previous week. As well as Devin. I believe Devin got a draw as well. I believe he got a draw. Can't remember. It's been a week. Whoops. Anyway. But yeah, Devin getting a draw himself. Actually, I think Devin lost now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, God, nice little Luthes press. Quick strikes to the champion. The mob boss has definitely got a lot hanging got in for him right now. But you want to know what the best part of it is? Block B of this tournament has been by far the most competitive. So many draw victories. So many people are so close that if Victor wins this match, he would be currently tied with Jack Andrews and Suicide Gemini for first place. And if Devin wins, he would be tied for second with Semjax. Now, I don't need to tell you all about how exciting this can get, because like it definitely does highlight what I mentioned about Victor Vicious last week. He doesn't like to just he likes to dominate in the middle to late part of the game, whereas because he likes to lie in wait. Oh God, that last one from El Paso just retching at the legs of Devin. But yeah, Victor likes to lie in wait until his moment to strike. It's what makes him deadly. Hell, it's what made him the world heavyweight champion. Yeah, he loses here and there, but one, that means he's beatable. And that could lure somebody into a false sense of security. And that is what Victor could play with. Whereas Devin, oh my God, this man is like one of the best strikers that we currently have. Look at this. Headshots. Just driving the world champion down into the bottom buckle. And Victor is not a small guy, as you can see. Those blows had to have been freaking, like, those blows are lethal. Those, like, the gloves that he wears, that Devin wears, are padding for everybody else. Like, there's a reason why they called him the Devil Devin back when he ran with Nakamura Worldwide. Although, not gonna lie, I don't miss the way he looked in Nakamura Worldwide. Not at all. Because, well, yeah, no. That was a very horrible look, especially with the faux hawk. Oh, STF locked here coming in. Is Victor gonna tap? Victor powers right out.
To the midsection. Grabbing him by the head, shucking him back.
Because you got to think about, like, the other title contenders. Because, yeah, we're talking about C101. But you also got to think about, at the very least, for Victor Vicious being the more... his two contenders are a bit more pronounced. Whereas he's going to eventually fight Mizuki Napier for his title. But he also has Spike laying in wait, biding his time. And, oh God, Vicious looking clothesline. Square in the middle of the ring, but dragging him back into the middle. Devin powers it. Shoot! Kata! 1, 2. Kicking out. Right out of 2. Devin's going to have to do a whole lot to put the champion down, but looks like he's going to go for another. No, ST. Oh, wasn't going for a shoot. He was going in for the STF square in the middle of the ring. Victor has nowhere to go. He just breaks the hold on around his neck, and he's still in this match, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, being tied for first or tied for second, that is what is on the line in this match. But in order to stay at the top, either Semjax, Andrews, and Gemini would have to lose their respective matches. Oh, here we go. El Riva, Durchi, powerbomb.
And down goes Devin.
1, 2, 3. Ooh. That was 2.999.
I cannot believe it, and he just kicked him. Oh, and here comes the last.
And here we have last rights. Looks like Devin could go for those ropes if he so chose, but it's too much, and he taps right out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Victor Vicious. And currently speaking, Victor is now tied for first with Jack Andrews and the homicidal Suicide Gemini. Completely whizzing past Macabre, Graven, and Brawl Kaiser at this current moment. But here's the best part: that's only the first match of the show. We still have not only 4 more C101 matches coming up, but ladies and gentlemen, we have 2, count them, 2 Doomsday Trios matches, and I think I just needed to stop talking and we can just start watching the matches, huh? I agree. Anyway, so here we have Mr. Money in the Big Bank, Semjax, representing the Conquest Bloodline, and the other half of the World Tag Team Champions, representing the Mad World, Kuso Kale. And Kuso's matches have been kind of iffy as of late. Here we are in round 4, and she's had 1 loss and 2 draws to her name. No wins whatsoever. And it is... she's still in this tournament. She is still in this tournament, but she needs to rack up a few wins just to even get back into contention, at least tied with Andrews, Gemini, and now Victor. Because yes, she is 1 win away from being in 2nd place. Hell, if she wins, she will be tied with Semjax. But if Semjax wins, he will be in the top spot, sitting pretty at number 1. Of course, if there is a draw, then that means Semjax will join the tie for 1st place at 5 points, whereas Kuso will join the 3-way tie, 2-way tie. It will turn into a 3-way tie for 3rd with Graven and Brawl Kaiser. So, yeah, this has a lot going into it, ladies and gentlemen. I know I keep gushing about this, but I love round robin tournaments. I have so many odds and so many speculations going in my head. Whether this guy loses, whether that guy loses, whether this lady wins, or whether there's another draw. Because Flashbang itself has been very draw heavy. Because we had Gemini and Kuso last week. Jack Andrews had a tie as well. I mean, Victor Vicious and Brawl Kaiser last week as well. There have been a lot of draws. And we have a lot of draws in the form of our competitors. Ha-ha! That's a dumb joke.
And out of the top rope, can we be looking at a combat roll already? She's gonna fly!
And going in for that very... God damn, that frog splash, like, she freaking punched a plane ticket just to get that far. Got the athleticism. Oh, got elbow into the forearm strike, just laying out the Conqueror.
And right now, Semjax was the one doing the talking, and Kuso is doing
God,
the
Semjax has to be like the chillest guy in this entire block. It's not only because he is currently performing very well at 2nd place, but he also has that mega... Oh, God, target acquired. Could this be it? No, we power... God, Semjax. Like, Semjax has that mega money in the big bank. He can cash in on Victor at any point of his choosing. And that makes him the That has to make him the most confident competitor. Oh, God, combat roll. Square onto the abdomen. Come on, get that cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out of 2. God, this match.
Back to the top row.
I will admit it's not as like emotionally drained. It's not as emotionally charged as Aiden versus Majak, but it's still up there for me. My God.
MJF attire last week and fighting to a draw now.
Freaking
looking for another splash.
Another splash onto Semjax. Semjax has been not really much on the offensive. I think he's just waiting for his moment. One of these strikes, Kuso is going to mess up. And he will capitalize on that.
Now Kuso looking like she's balling.
But of course, Semjax, a calm, cool, collected individual.
And now she's rolling out, not allowing Semjax to build any kind of momentum. And now Semjax might be a little overly aggressive here, going to the outside, chasing after her. And that cost him. She was ready, but he caught her. Caught the leg at clothesline.
Thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis let me know that the promo that was supposed to be for before this match. Whoops. We will play that right afterwards. Mostly because I don't know how to pause. This is all new to me still. Even though I've been doing this for a few months. Uh-oh. I'm kidding. Anyway, but yeah, we will definitely be... Oh, God. Looks like Semjax is busted open.
And again, here we go.
Here we go.
Kuso.
Middle rope. Target acquired. Oh, it looks like she's gassed from all that. All that offense has to be... Oh, it looks like she's setting up for something.
Looking for the super kick.
Bam! Super kick square in the jaw of the vampire. 1, 2, kicks right out at 2. And here we have Ref trying to check up on Kuso. She looks to be a little bit dazed and gassed earlier. Semjax looked like he was about to not really care. But it looks like he's got a little super kick of his own. Narrowly dodges it, Kuso. Oh, God, nice DDT. And a little bit of a dance. Some dance moves.
And now sweeps the leg.
Reminding us about the about her time as MJF. That's right. It's like she's it's like her and Hutch.
Rolls him through.
It's like she's like her husband Hutch, but she's also adding some implements that the Madness has shown her. Trying to add a little bit more to her personality.
Into the corner, drop kick. Time still ticking.
And nice little knee strike onto, and then a dab. Motherfucker. Why dab? Why?
Another boot. Blocked it.
Looks like going in for a couple of kick combinations, but Semjax catches that. Wheelbarrow stunner. Sorry, bulldog. Blech. I'm it's late. Anyway, we are. God, this has been a lot has happened this match, and we're not even 10 minutes in.
And now a snapmare. We're coming up on 10 minutes remaining.
Like this has been great to say the least.
Back elbow. Boot to the midsection.
And some back elbows kicking right into the midsection, back to those kicking combinations. And here we see a rest hold onto Semjax, powering right out of it.
And now a block, boot to the midsection. Oh, and a nice judo toss.
Judo toss onto Semjax. I'm still curious though, if or when Semjax is going to be cashing in that case. I know I mentioned that every time he's on the screen, because you know he has the briefcase. But it becomes more apparent by the. It becomes more and more apparent by the weeks. Oh God, here we come! Meteora off the top rope. My God, Kuso, you absolute mad woman. Looks like Semjax is capitalizing on a brief moment of some days and just driving the helmet into the apron, the hardest part of the ring.
Semjax wants to be.
Looks like Semjax is trying to go for the count-out victory himself. Kuso sitting there in a daze and gets right back into the ring. We've had a lot of count-out victories now that I'm thinking about it. It's kind of crazy. Ooh. Inverted poison. I think that was a poison rana.
Oh, and a kick to the head.
A little love tap to the head of Semjax getting right back into the rest hold there. Showing off those dance moves once more. Oh, here we go, locking him up, just driving the knees into the mat. Kuso, I'm surprised that Kuso hasn't picked up the win at this point. She's been very dominant this entire match. Like, Kuso is she is as methodical as her husband, but not as, I guess you could say, prone to upset. Prone to quickly upset like Hutch is. But still, you figure she would have put him, like, Semjax away at this point. Because this is only giving Semjax more and more time to come up with some sort of winning strategy. Because, like, again, I mentioned it earlier, he is a charismatic individual. He's very easy to talk to. That will lure you into his, like, he's very proficient in the mind games. He will lure you into his way of thinking. But he is also very intelligent. He can come up, like, especially with, and it doesn't help with Lady Boots, practically at his ear most of the time. He can come up with something to turn this around into his favor. And that is not to be underestimated by any stretch of the means.
Right hand to the outside.
I have seen Semjax turn chaos into just opportunities. Pretty much just, I mean, hell, the latter match of which he won the Mega Money in the Big Bank was literally nothing but chaos. And we got Kuso perched up. Oh, God. As Semjax got in, delivering the knees onto the spine of the Conqueror, sending him back onto the outside with the drop kick. Oh, God, now the knees onto the ribs. If that were a normal man, that would have been shattered. But because, thankfully, Semjax is a little more supernatural, he gets to live. Oh, God, my ribs hurt just by looking at it. Ugh. And she's working that abdomen too. She is not letting it up. And here we have less than 3 minutes. And now we have Semjax trying to regain some lost energy himself by putting on the straitjacket chokehold. And we have Kuso powering right out of that. See, a lot of people like misunderstand that like submissions are supposed to like immediately try and tap people out. Some people actually use them to kind of wear their opponents down, and what better to do it than to kind of just grab your opponent by their arms and try and choke the life out of them. It's a very underrated way of psychology when it comes to these fights. You don't always have to try and tap your opponent out with those moves. You can do it to kind of rest yourself a little bit, come up with some kind of idea. And we got leg drop, top rope, 1 minute left, ladies and gentlemen. And then a little bit of another little leg drop with a little jig, and then a dab. Seriously, please stop dabbing. Less dabs, more covers. Here you go. 1, Kicking right out at 1. After everything that was said and done. I'll try to trap that arm again.
Fighting back. Right hand. Into the ropes. Clothesline.
15 seconds remain. Is this going to be another draw for Kuso? And waiting for the cover. 1, 2. Kicking right out at 2. And the time runs out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another draw. But that does not mean that. I mean that. Here's the best part. Here's the best part. Currently, right now, Kuso is tied with Brawlkaiser and Graven, whereas Semjax has just elevated himself into first place contention. So a draw probably helped more than it harmed. Yeah, that was a 20-minute slugfest but Semjax endured. And now look where he's at right now. He's not only sitting pretty with the briefcase, but he is sitting very good in first place in a 4-way tie. But we are going to take a break from the C101 for right now and get into some trios action for the Doomsday Trios tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the Honor Bound versus the team of the Grim Reaper. Now, everyone was speculating who the Grim Reaper was going to have as his tag partners. A lot of people said the Abyssal Void was kind of the easy answer, and I'm inclined to agree with them. But, well, here we have the Honor Bound, ladies and gentlemen. DeLuna in the middle. On the right, we have Bulldog Graham Martin, and on the left was Simon the Psycho. And here we have the Brotherhood of Pain, Grim Reaper's team, with Carcharodon on the right, and Sergeant Major Pain on the left. From Warzone, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Brotherhood of Pain. And earlier in the week, we saw that Sergeant Major Pain accepted Defunct's invitation to join Cloud9. Does this mean that the Brotherhood of Pain is a part of Cloud9? Because I could see that for Carcharodon and obviously Sergeant Major Pain, because the guy's in the faction. But I mean, Grim Reaper as well. That would be interesting to say the least. I would love to see him back on Warzone. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, because there's a whole bunch of new people that he has never faced, never talked to. And I'm kind of curious how he ended up getting the Demon Sharkman and the Soldier on his team. Like, I'm curious how what all would have happened. And here we have DeLuna driving him, Carcharodon, into the corner. And we have a couple of comments about how that's an early... Oh, God. That combination from the Honor Bound onto the Sharkman. Oh, man, that is nice. Like, the Brotherhood of Pain have been a team for probably the last few weeks. But Honor Bound debuted at Multivania as a trio in the the Empire was barely disbanded long enough for Simon to have joined this trio of DeLuna and Graham Martin. And there's been a lot of speculation about Simon's involvement with DeLuna and Martin. And here we hear a bit of a song number from Jim Erickson and Hey Mr. Rabbit. Hey Mr. Rabbit, still on suspension for being Flashbang's general manager. We hope that gets resolved soon. De Familia onto Soldier, kicking right out at 2. God, and these are two individuals, like Carcardon and also Sergeant Major Payne, two individuals that no one on Flashbang has any indication over. They've never faced them in the ring. They have never talked to them backstage. Okay, they may have talked to them backstage. Oh, God. Oh, my God. The top rope bulldog. Could this be it? One, kicking Grim Reaper, saving the match for his teammates, his brother, so to speak. I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, if you actually do think that the Brotherhood of Pain's debut was part of the Swerve of the Year for 2022, please make a note of that. Because, me personally speaking, it was tough for me to even write down nominations because I've got the memory of a goldfish and I couldn't remember everything. So honestly speaking, I would definitely jot that down. Make a Google Doc of cool moments of 2022 MNW. And then, big boot onto the Bulldog. Is this a Blitzkrieg? The Blitzkrieg right onto the Bulldog. 1. And breaking it out at 1 is Simon. Oh, here we have Simon and Reaper rehashing their I guess, blood feud, you could say. Carcardon getting tagged in by Sergeant Major Payne. There we see Grim Reaper on the outside. Carcardon just pressing his knee onto the Bulldog. We have reports coming in that the Brotherhood of Pain have been around for about a month. Hey, nice. Nice, guys. I mean, that's plenty of actually, yeah, now I'm thinking about it, that's plenty of time for y'all to kind of get used to each other in training. And speaking of getting used to each other, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, since debuting at Multivania, this has been the Honor Bounds' first trios match as a team. And they were in a tournament. Oh, here we go. Another assisted Bulldog. 1, 2. Reaper breaks out at 2. Reaper, a former World Tag Team Champion in his own right. Definitely one of the biggest, tag team expert. Oh, what the heck? What's going on here? Cameras, focus. Walking the tightrope is Reaper as Carcardon does a nice little arm drag, dropping Grant Martin. Whipping Deluna into the corner, eating that buckle, getting that diving tag into Sergeant Major Payne. God, Deluna is just glaring daggers at the Reaper, and yep, there it is, the cheap shot, the shot. Oh, God, he capped that knee. Major Payne capped that knee, and that created this opening. But yeah, like Bell's mentioned, Grim Reaper tag team expert. So this, ooh, nice spine buster. Like this has to be like a big thing for frickin' Reaper, as well as Deluna and Grant Martin have been teaming together for months now, being united by their hatred of by their hatred of Kevin Blackwell. I mean, and I don't blame them. Blackwell's still in Deluna father's mask, Shere Khan's mask, bodying people. Like, I mean, especially after what Blackwell did to Deluna's dad. Come on, the man's in his 60s. Anyway, back into the match. Nice little Hurricane Rana into the powerbomb. Major Payne's breaking out. Reaper's tagged in. And then here we have officially Grim Reaper versus Simon the Psycho.
Back body drop.
Oh, looks like he's calling for it. That means choke slam, brother.
Choke slam. Just trying to pick
Oh,
himself up.
but Simon's a little too slow getting back up.
And now setting him back down on the ropes. Might have avoided disaster there with that knee to the back.
And just pressing his knee into the rope, cutting off the airwaves.
Makes the tag and does
And
the
then he's
Bulldog.
Grim Reaper tried to deny the tag, but he gets it to Grant Martin.
Headbutt ya.
It still blows my mind that this is the Honor Bound's first match as a trio.
Yep.
I mean, this is also the Brotherhood of Pain's first match as a trio as well. But at the very least, we didn't know that they were even a thing. We didn't know what Grim Reaper's Reaper's partners were going to be, let alone like, you know, their debut. Oh God, looked like a Made in Japan that was dropped on his knee. Yikes! God's gonna send some nerves to freaking high hell.
Honor bound in a bad way right now. To the corner. Bulldog. Tag made.
Looks like we got a tag to Bulldog,
Try this one more
to
time.
DeLuna.
You're looking for the
One
top.
more
Off the dog.
inverted Bulldog. Sorry, elevated Bulldog.
Dog connects.
So that Simon's back onto the corner. 1, 2. Major Pain breaks up the pin for the Brotherhood.
And now going after Bulldog.
So I'm not gonna lie, I actually would like.
Bulldog reverses.
I asked this earlier, but would this actually mean that this is a Warzone Flashbang stable for the Brotherhood of Pain? Or would this mean that Reaper's kind of on his way? Blue Thunder Bomb! I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to
Pain in 2.
Oh!
Got it too.
Kicks out at 2.9 to the Blue Thunder Bomb. Sergeant Major Pain busted open.
And he's still in the ring. There are bodies everywhere.
God, I forgot about that sequence.
Reaper and DeLuna now.
Oh man, that was.
He's got the rope, sending him back.
Oh, I thought that was it. I honestly thought that was it. But Reaper does not want to say die, and then he's trying to go after Simon. Simon with a shot from the side.
And now it's Honor Bound playing the mind games. Reaper distracted.
And then
Agrio de Familia.
De
Simon
Fam-
off the distraction. 1,
2, 3. DeLuna gets the pin onto Reaper, and your winners are the Honor Bound. This has to be, like, this is a big, I mean, yes, this is a big win tournament-wise, but this is a huge win for the Honor Bound in their debut match. And we have, yep, here we go. I'm pulling up the brackets right now. And we currently have, with Honor Bound progressing into the next round, I do believe that their next opponents are AAA in round 2. That is going to be interesting, especially with the contrasting styles of AAA in this match. And then mostly high-flying, like, striking types as Honor Bound, but still, though, they cover, like, as you all have seen, they cover up for those weaknesses very, very well. Apologies, they cover up for their weaknesses very, very well. Misspoke. Any hoozles, we are going to get back into some C1. Actually, wow. Thank you, Phyllis, for the reminder. I got a little too excited getting into the next match because that was a major moment. And I do apologize to the recipients. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into our promo of the week. And we are going to be hearing from Semjax prior to his match with Kuso Kale.
Alright, mic is live. Time for a little chat. Hey there, Semjax. Hopefully not getting this. Jiminy Christmas, Semjax. You nearly clipped me with that.
What do you want, Temple?
Right. To business. I'm here to see if you have any comments for your next opponent, as well as something you said after you fought against Brawl's Kaiser.
Don't say his name in my presence.
Sure, but you mentioned to be, and I quote,
He distracted me.
over and over. Did he say anything to piss you off?
No.
Okay, is he referred to someone in the C101?
No.
Gotcha, cold case so far, like my ex-boyfriend. Changing the subject, you have anything to say about your next opponent, Kusokale?
Other than Nitty Boots wants her dead, she's another obstacle in this tournament that I will easily overcome. A bounty hunter whose name is more troubling than it's worth.
And a cosplayer can work with plated armor one night and just like attire the next.
Already done? I must continue the train, no matter what.
Sure thing, man. Just who the hell is he referring to? Psycho.
That training did pay off when the match came, because not only was Semjax hardened enough to withstand the strikes, but he tempered the storm enough to get himself tied in first place contention. And I didn't realize that the match with Brawlkaiser was that had that much of an effect on him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised because, like, you know, everyone loves Brawlkaiser, but not everybody will like everybody, and some people, we will be revisiting this in the future. But for now, we will be getting back into C101 action with the Chocolate Zombie Graven going up against 1/3 of the trio's champions, the Night Reaper Zerachus. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, we have currently Graven sitting at 3 points, Zerachus at 2. If Graven wins, he would be in a 5-way tie for first place. But if Zerachus wins, he will shoot right up to second place and be sitting there by himself. This is very exciting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, I'm like, this is like some of the most enjoyable stuff for me, because it's just so this can get so freaking crazy. Anyway, so yeah, a fight for second and a fight for first. That is what we have currently going on, ladies and gentlemen, and it is crazy. God, reversals upon reversals, strike after strike. These two are fucking firing on all cylinders, and it's awesome. Like, I can't shut up about this stuff. Like, I talk to anybody outside this company, and they just look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, there's like Zerachus is signaling to go to sleep. Oh god, stretching out the Chocolate Zombie. I didn't realize his leg could bend that way. Ugh. That has to hurt. Rolling him off. Just swift forearm strike to Zerachus. Oh, it looks like he's going on the top rope. Oh, looks like he's trying to go for a big drop kick, but gets denied on the way down. God, the resiliency of the zombie, as well as the cunning of the Night Reaper, is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying that word, but I mean it. This stuff's nuts.
Now sweep of the leg, Zerachus into the ring.
Oh, looks like Zerachus trying to go for that count-out victory that has been very popular as of late.
Graven's got to get back up to his feet.
7 counts.
Even Zerachus saying, "Come on back in here."
Getting right back into the ring is Graven. Whipping Zerachus into the corner.
Shoulder check, back flip.
Ooh, shoulder check, little bit back into that shoulder check, showing off his athleticism. Oh, looks like Zerachus just Looks like Graven just nimbly dodged out of that one. And here we go. Seek and destroy. Oh, that's the Gravedigger. 1, 2. Kicking right out of 2. 1 Gravedigger looks to. Would that be enough?
Well, hang on, we'll get to that in just a second. Graven might be looking for Seek and Destroy.
Seek and Destroy Stunner straight onto the Night Reaper. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and now in a 5-way tie for first place, Victor Vicious, Semjax, Suicide Gemini, Jack Andrews, and now the Chocolate Zombie, Graven. And God, this is why I keep saying that the block B of the C101 is the most competitive, because the standings rise and fall all the time. I mean, currently sitting, we have Michael Macabre at 1 point. We have Michael Macabre sitting at 1 point right now. But if he beats Suicide Gemini coming right up, he shoots all the way into 3rd place. Actually, 2nd place now. Now that I'm thinking about it, because Semjax got the fit. Yeah. No, now that I'm doing math. Be very weary when I do math. Because coming up next, we have Michael Macabre versus Suicide Gemini, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to play the match because we have a lot to talk about. The homicidal, suicidal Gemini going up against the Harbinger of the Apocalypse, 1/3 of your Trios champions, Michael Macabre.
And there's the bell.
And like I was saying earlier, if Macabre wins, he shoots up into 3rd place, tying with Brawl Kaiser and Kuso. Actually, he shoots up to 2nd place, tying with Brawl Kaiser and Kuso. Whereas that would kind of leave Devin and Zerakis in 3rd place at 2. Yeah. So, but if Gemini wins, he shoots to 1st immediately at 7 points. So yeah, both of these men cannot afford to lose here. Yeah, according to social media, Suicide Gemini is the favorite coming in because, technically speaking, he has not lost a match. He has 3 wins under his belt, 2 wins under his belt, and 1 draw. He has not technically lost yet. So a win here would definitely put him in high contention. Would definitely shoot him past this 5-way tie that we seem to have. And it would be a 4-way tie for 2nd. Whereas if Macabre wins, well, Gemini's stuck at 5 points. But then again, there is a possibility for a draw. That would mean Macabre would have 2 points, being tied with Zerakis and Devin. Whereas Gemini would actually still be in 1st place at 6 points. So yeah, a win or a draw would definitely help Gemini's standings. Whereas Macabre, it would be spoiled a little bit, but he would still be in contention himself. So yeah, that's the major. Oh God, that wild flailing clothesline from the top rope onto Macabre from the outside. Oh my God, this is nuts, ladies and gentlemen. And then nice little elbow drop onto the lower back of Macabre. I gotta say though, out of all 3 of them, I think Macabre definitely has the bat. Actually, no, they all kind of have some good fashion sense. Macabre is just a bit more flashy. Count of 2, kicking right out is Gemini. Macabre, you've faced Gemini before. You know what it takes to beat him. And you're going to have to practice. He's another one of those individuals, Suicide is, that you have to practically kill him in order to get that win. 2, kicking right out of 2 again. Macabre is besides himself. But it's not like Macabre can't bring the pain. He can bring the pain all day. Looks like going for a Rings of Saturn. I just feel like gushing about this more, actually. Like, the complete and total, like, craziness that is Flashbang's, like, Block B of the C101 tournament, of this year's C101 tournament, is just so crazy. Like, anybody, like, especially, like, one of my dark horses to win, Jack Andrews, he's doing very, very well. If he wins his match later on in the night, he's shooting himself up to first place, no doubt. Oh, double... That freaking big spine buster. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, with 3 points, your winner, Michael Macabre. Gemini stands tall at his being tied for first place in this 5-way dance, but Macabre just shot himself up to 3rd place with Kuso and with Brawl Kaiser. That, oh man. There were 2 undefeated streaks ended in this one weekend alone, ladies and gentlemen. Ginger Boy losing to Daverman, as well as as well as Suicide Gemini losing to Michael Macabre. And it's still so very close. Like, you got the bottom 2 tied for 3rd place at 2 points, Devin and Zerikis, at this current juncture. And they are still very viable to win the entire thing going forward. All they need is just a few more wins under their belts and a few more people to lose, and they can still just go. Like, and no one is showing any signs of slowing down. No one is going to be resigned as a spoiler just yet. I can breathe. Anyway, but yeah, seriously though, this is some exciting stuff when you like take a look and think about it. Hell, like you can create like a whole post about it yourself. I think we can do like a whole hour on like the cool aspects of round robin tournaments alone. I would need a panel of people to help me out with that one, though, but it should be fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back into trios action for the Doomsday Trios Tournament. We have the Omni Slayers with Wiley going up against Apex, Lapris Minotauros, Crimson Phoenix, and leading them in is Blight Howlis. Excuse me.
And a right hand to Phoenix. Lifting them up. Oh, what a knee.
Ooh, knee strike quick to Crimson Phoenix. I swear. Phoenix coming off of their monster momentum. Blight Howlis is, well, he has the only time Blight Howlis has lost has been against Wiley there last Halloween. So yeah, 1 loss in his entire 3-year run, his entire 2-year run. It looks like he's tapping in Lapris.
Michael Macabre, Kuso Kale, and Brawl Kaiser, and Devin and Zerikis still with 2 points. But that means a guy like Zerikis.
Well, big knee strike into that corner though. I swear. Blight's original incarnation of his trios team was going to include Satiris's, Lapris's brother Satiris Vasilik. Oh my god. Satiris Vasilicus. And unfortunately, Satiris is missing. No one knows where Satiris is outside of Gemini making an allusion to it going, well, don't you know where your other Minotaur is? You gotta think, though, how freaking powerful the Apex team would have been if they would have had 3 of their heaviest hitters in this tournament. Like, people... Like, there was a lot of teams that would not have stood a chance. So, one of their more nimble people, Crimson Phoenix, I'm not gonna lie, I think is a much better option. Mostly because they need Crimson's Crimson's cunning in this match. And here we have Blight Hallis and Jagger Blackthorn. These two not strangers to each other whatsoever. Actually, I think Jagger's first feud was against Jagger coming into this, and unfortunately Blight coming the winner on that one. Especially with matches that have history, we have Wiley going up against Blight, but Blight tagging in Crimson Phoenix. He's like, I had this one. I'm just gonna go tag you in there, Crimson. And so we have a literal battle between fire and ice right here. Yeah, we should make a song about it or something like that. I don't know. I'm not funny. Anyways, we got onto the outside. Wiley just doing what he does best for. Oh God, that leg clipped that apron. Imagine your heel hitting solid metal like that. Oh God, it would send your nerves into shock.
Right hand. Drops him with a neck breaker. Slap to the face.
Oh man. Alright, we have one more match going on after this, ladies and gentlemen. It will be the last C101 match of round 4. Jack Andrews was Brawl Kaiser. It looks like we have Blight Hallis trying to get involved, getting sent to the barricade, and then Crimson taking advantage of the distraction. Nice little chop to the chest, though. Oh God, he headbutt you.
And now Blight trying to look at the way he moves. Oh,
slapping Crimson Phoenix onto the hoof of Laprise.
Wiley just threw Crimson Phoenix off of them. Tag made to Blight.
And here we have another match. Like, we're back to the original matchup to crown the inaugural interdimensional champion, Blight Hallis and Wiley. Of course, for those we mentioned earlier. Oh, Frozen Lotus onto Blight. No one's coming to break it up. And Blight using his power to just break right out of it. Motherfucker. And whipping Wiley into the corner. Trying to go for that double stomp, but he gets caught, whips into the Omni Slayer corner. Ooh.
Right hand.
Looks like he's dragging Wiley back into the middle.
Kick to the back.
Ooh. That's where I know a lot of people talk about Blight's power and a lot about like how ferocious he is in combat, and yeah, you can see that here, but I got nothing.
And he is.
I got nothing. And here we have the pounce.
And that sets up Wiley. If Blight wants to go for it, he will not. He likes to maybe use the howling, that running spear out of the corner out of that.
Wow.
Move.
Yeah. So you figure that he would have gone for his finisher, like his finish right there, the howling, that spear. But it appears as though Blight's playing with his food a bit more. This could honestly cause. This could honestly have Apex lose because Blight was just not wanting to just put an end to it. And here we have the Glacial Cascade. Oh, gets blocked by Blight in a big paw strike to the face. A little shoulder tackle there. Whipping him back into the Apex corner. Tagging in Laprise. Ooh, knee strike into the clothesline to the back of the head. Yikes. That's a bunch of yikesies right there, ladies and gents. Ooh, headbutt to the Minotaur. I'm not sure if that... Like, I know you're not... Like, if anybody is from the islands, you're not supposed to headbutt them. Is that the same when it comes to Minotaurs? Because of the horn? Frozen... Trapped under ice, chokehold right onto Laprise. Is he gonna tap? He breaks right out. God, just imagine that clawed hand just gripping your throat. No thank you. Especially with, like, I've seen him, like, in the tournament to crown the inaugural champion. Wiley kept making comments, like, when he was going up against Cowman, it's like, yeah, I had cow, and now I hunger for fish. Does he, like, give, like, a very, like, hungry-looking look as he's, like, doing the Trout Under Ice? Frozen Lotus. Frozen Lotus onto Laprise. And Laprise taps out. This was a major upset in this tournament because the favorites of Apex are eliminated in the first round. And progressing into round 2, we have Jagger Blackthorn, Wiley, the Omni Slayers with Wiley. And if I looked at my bracket correctly, in round 2, you have the Cyberbots going up against the Omni Slayers with Wiley. Oh man, this tournament has definitely blown my expectations out of the window. But ladies and gentlemen, we have one more match to go through, and it is your main event. We have the Black Prince of Wales, Jack Andrews, going up against the good boy, the Sentai hero, your interdimensional champion, Brawl Kaiser. And currently we have Brawl Kaiser at 3 points, Jack Andrews at 5. If Andrews wins, he is elevated to first place by his he sits there by his lonesome at 7. But if Brawl Kaiser wins, that 5-way tie for first turns into a 6-way tie for first. And at that point, that would definitely get, not gonna lie, I think that would get into a lot of people's heads going into the 5th round. Mostly because like you have 6 individuals that would be tied for first at 5, but 2 other individuals, Kuso and Macabre, who can just as easily come right in and snatch that from them. But yeah, here we have Jack Andrews as well, coming in with no losses. I mean, much like we have in chat here, yeah, Brawl Kaiser easily, most definitely easily the favorite to win this match. But I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. From the start, I had my money on Jack if I was a betting man. Like, Jack Andrews has dropped the ego and let his technical skill show. And it's honestly made him much, much more of a deadly competitor. And then you have, of course, the good boy, the good boy, the Sentai hero, who, I mean, fought to a draw to Victor Vicious last week, as well as beating Semjax in round 2. That was a phenomenal match. Both of those men should be very proud of that one. Nice little suplex there onto Jack Andrews. And just back to just elbowing the arm. And just choking Jack Andrews. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Been a long day. Anyway, so back into the match. We got Andrews whipping Brawl Kaiser into the ropes. And, oh, God. Stiff forearm. And just plants his Brawl Kaiser spine onto the hardest part of the ring. Oh, man. Oh, God, he's just trapping the arm. Brawl Kaiser quickly getting right out of that one, of course.
Now there's a kick and a drop kick.
Nice little drop kick there. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually was kind of pulling for Brawl Kaiser in this match a little bit, even though I mean, I did have like a big hopes for Jack to win, but I was actually kind of pulling for Brawl Kaiser, mostly because it would definitely, it would make the brackets a bit. I'm trying to explain this as best I can. It would make the brackets a bit more even. And it would make it a bit more... It would make everybody who's lower, so Devin and Zerikis, it would make those two deadly. Because at a moment's notice that they can shut out anybody who would be tied for 6th, who would be tied for 1st, and then they can just rack up the wins themselves. Starbuster! Sorry, I just love saying that. 1... 2, kicking right out of 2. But yeah, it would make Zerikis and Devin deadly going forward, especially because they could shut down anybody in first place and make sure that they do not progress as they rack up wins. But then we also have, I mean, it would be a six-way tie for first. We would have people shoulder driven right into the freaking pole. Ugh. We would have people who are in first place who would be fighting to maintain their position, and that would be a brawl to say the least. A brawl, Kaiser. Anyway, no, but seriously though, it would be nuts, is what that would be. Checking something. Aha, I see. And whipping Brawl Kaiser into the corner there. And then that fake, that clothesline, that surprise clothesline after dipping right under the ropes, but Brawl Kaiser has that scouted out, immediately trying to negate the cover, but that may have just upset Jack Andrews. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. Brawl Kaiser still in this match, ladies and gentlemen, and we are almost about 10 minutes in. Nice little knee strike there onto the abdomen of the Prince. Apologies. This match was just very enticing for me. I had to just sit there and watch, because we got Brawl Kaiser working on the other arm of Jack Andrews. Going in for that cover. 1, kicking right out at 1. The Black Prince is not saying die anytime soon. Still working on that arm. You usually see like the people like us here, Turan, kind of trying to work on people's arms. Brawl Kaiser, I guess he's trying to probably mitigate damage from not only the clothesline that Andrews does, but also into... Oh god, that instant Guri though. And Shadow Dancer Bob, thank you for the raid of a party of 22. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. For those who do not know, I am Jomo Joe, the host of this fine show here, MNW Firing Line, and we are at the main event of Flashbang, and we have Brawl Kaiser hooking Jack Andrews up, and Jack Andrews powering right out of it into an Emerald Flosion. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and currently sitting at first place, Jack Andrews. This means Brawl Kaiser unfortunately stays at 3 points. But, ladies and gentlemen, your standings for Block B, Round 4, as of right now, are at first place with 7 points is Jack Andrews, as you saw just a little bit ago. We have a 4-way tie for second at 5 points. Suicide Gemini, Semjax, Graven Allen, and Victor Vicious. We have a two-sided tie for third at 3 points, Kuso Kale and Michael Macabre. And currently sitting at fourth place, we have Devin and the Night Reaper Zerakis at 2 points. Now, going forward, we do not have any posted matches as of this current moment for the next shows going forward, so they're going to be a little bit of a surprise come Warzone and Flashbang tomorrow. Well, Flashbang tomorrow, hopefully, and Warzone on Saturday. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go right. That was our main event, and now we have our patented Flashbang moment of the week.
Who has the Grim Reaper found to help him? And that. Oh, snap.
And introducing their opponents. At a combined weight of 672 pounds, the Grim Reaper, Sergeant Major Payne, and Carcharodon, the Brotherhood of Pain.
Well, they don't work here. Or at least the other two don't really work here. Carcharodon and Sergeant Major Payne are from Warzone.
That's astonishing.
But the Brotherhood of Pain has come.
It's a painful experience had by all.
We got the shark, we got the zombie soldier skeleton dude, and we got the Reaper of Souls. And there may indeed be repercussions.
What? Repercussions?
I mean, he said it, not me. That was not a me. I would never. I would never.
Oh, he said that?
The debut of the Brotherhood of Pain, the Grim Reaper leading the Sergeant Major Payne and Carcharodon of Warzone. This just, it asks more questions. It has me ask more questions than it does answer. Mostly because, especially with Sergeant Major Payne's affiliation with Cloud9, is Carcharodon in Cloud9? Is Grim Reaper in Cloud9? Is Grim Reaper going to be going on to Warzone? That is why, ladies and gentlemen, that is the moment of the week for Flashbang. And I cannot wait for the show tomorrow. You can catch Friday Night Flashbang at twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, typically on Fridays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, as well as MNW Warzone, Saturdays at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban. That has been Firing Line. I am Joe Mojo, and I am signing out.
Hello, Multiverse! This is the one-man bar fight, Burnout Vaughn, and I'm here to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, because we want you here on the MNW YouTube channel. Okay, is that good? Did I get a take? Do I get paid now?